know the truth, what year it actually happened. That is not what we're talking about. We are talking about one thing, and it's on the screen. Why can't you talk about that? Why do we have to keep talking about feces?
Because he's African.
Go back to Africa.
For real. Go do your genealogy.
So, I mean, I hate to do that. I hate to do that, you guys. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about this. Community attachment. We want to build community attachment. We want to build community attachment, you guys. We want to talk about things that get us on the same page. That's what we want to talk about. And we have someone down in the comments who just enjoys talking about feces. And it's not even your feces that you're talking about. You're talking about somebody else's feces that's from a whole nother continent. We don't care about that.
I got a question. So his argument is that the slave trade never happened.
That's mine too. No, we're not talking about that, are we?
No.
Okay.
The point that we are, the middle ground that we are agreeing to that the slave trade did happen, but we're not getting into how it happened, who was enslaved, how it occurred. We don't want to get into that because everybody that's in this room tonight is not on the same page even with that. We spent a lot of time last night unpacking the Lithuanian slave trade. Reluctantly, that went great because we were not talking about our people. So we should not be having the teeter-tot around conversations because everybody has been taught something totally different. So we're trying to get everybody on some level of consensus.
No, not species, feces.
So we see American Indian, you guys. American Indian, I'm surprised the syndicates, they do not want to come over here on this panel. I don't know why. They create lives about us, pictures of us, don't invite us, and I open up a community discussion, a town hall meeting to say, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what your group is presenting. Let's talk about what your group has been presenting. And let's see if we can get on the same page.
So basically, what you're trying to do is build between the American Indians a community, right? Of a community attachment.
Correct. Community attachment.
And like, just like how the natives got their story together, we need to find the truth and what we all then research and get our story together.
Correct. We all should be saying almost the same thing. Almost. Should be very similar.
Right. I'm trying to figure out the true definition of community attachment because when I looked up the definition for community attachment, it's a sense of belonging. Not saying that you actually belong, but it's a sense, meaning it's a feeling or thoughts or opinion. So, I mean, what is the definition of a community attachment?
So, based on just what you had just shared, does that resonate with you? That definition that you read, does it resonate with you?
not a sense that I belong, or opinion that I belong. It's mine is more like knowing.
A knowing, okay.
Yeah, knowing that this is my land.
This is your land. And so, like, so if you were teaching, like, someone, like your family, or even maybe people that are online or even local to you, how would you explain that knowing to them? What things would you share with them so that they would understand that same sense of knowing that you have?
Well, I would first look into the people that's actually telling us the story, which in the narrative of the people who's telling us the story. And then I would have them look into every system that was created to have their foots on our people neck. So we know in education is racist. We know the educational system has been racist for a long time. So they tell you bits and pieces, but don't never tell you the truth, even in the educational system. When we look at the educational system is only to uplift white supremacy and superiority over our people. So we can't look to that system to give us any type of justice, because we know as a people, and all us being melanated can bear witness to such fuckery. When we look into the judicial system, we can't even look into that system for justice today, and we all can bear witness to that. Even that system is racist. So being that everything that they created under the reality of our creation, because everything else is a byproduct, I would have them look into where the crackers came from. They would have to look into the identities of these people, knowing that just in 700 they was in caves and they wasn't even capable of creating such nothing. So what I would do is I would put their truths on the line to show that their truth is not even a truth, only an opinion and rewritten history. So once I could let people see that, then I could take the story that they gave us and reverse it, because the story writer is always going to try to be the victor of the story. So once we do that and they tell us one thing, we can always look in reverse to say, no, it really wasn't like that. It was really like this. Because all we got is the narrative and the stories that they gave us, and basically the timeline.
Right.
So, I mean, even if you look into the timelines, 1865, when they said slavery was abolished, slavery wasn't abolished for, we were never slaves. So slavery didn't exist for us in 1865. The only people that was getting abolished from slavery was them, because we remember them coming over here coal mining and buggies and horses looking for places to stay in the Great Depression was a great representation of them. So if we look at the timelines based off the stories that they tell, one with intellectual high sense can see that it's all bullshit. So that's how I would let them know. I will first have them identify the flaws of the people who's actually telling the story. And once those objectives are identified, then we can now start putting the story together to know that it's not a sense that you belong, it's a fact that you belong. And the whole story was for you to not to have no motherfucking lineage to this side, so they could continue to take it and claim it and say that they are the victors. So that's how I would do it.
So would you say that goes to how colonization works? Is that like like almost like a psyop? Where they use reverse psychology to not only brainwash you, but to cause some sort of maybe generational amnesia, cause you to forget.
Right, because brainwashing starts first from being adopted into the schools. So the first set of brainwashing start when you pre-K all the way up to the 12th grade. So if you look at the definition of brainwashing, it's basically giving your opinion or your story psychologically messing up the thoughts of everybody else. So when we look at that situation, starting from the educational system, we can see that brainwashing actually did take place starting from pre-K.
So today, going back to like our initial point was we have the syndicates, we have these leaders, American Indian leaders, I would say, on social media. for example. They're all saying something totally different, which disrupts this word here, community attachment.
Well, they've been brainwashed. I mean, and it started from the school system because, hey, nobody would know that we came from Africa if the story wasn't never told. So the story had to be first put into the minds of the people in order for them to even think that that was even a thought. So that story was generated. That was a generated myth, a generated story, in a way that that story had to take place so that the millions or the majority can accept it. Is we have to start with the school system. And this is where you get your Walter Pleckers from. So we all know that brainwashing did take place, starting from pre-K. So the syndicates and all the people who's dysfunctional and stating something totally different, they still suffering with the amnesia and the disease of brainwashing.
So like,
right? And I agree.
When I was in school, they never taught me that my people were slaves. Only slavery we learned about was in Egypt. You know, they didn't teach me I was a slave. And when I started hearing about slavery, like, I never watched the movie Roots.
They might didn't tell you that you was a slave, but in so many words, they told you that you was you're descended from Africa.
That I never heard I was descended from Africa.
Oh well, I don't know what schools you attended, but I know in Newport News, Williamsburg, when you took history classes, you were from Africa. This is how people of melanin got over here to these parts. It was because of the slave trade that took place.
Yeah, see, I didn't even consider Africa until I got on TikTok.
Interesting.
And I thought and when I did hear about Africans being enslaved, I thought it was these Africans I saw on the street. Like, though they were the descendants. I never thought we were.
Well, then I have to ask you, what was your curriculum and what year did you graduate? So I can go look up the curriculum in Texas in the school that you attended, because each school has a curriculum that they have to go with.
Yeah, you can look at, I graduated in 97. I went to Nimitz High School in Irving, Texas.
Yeah, because I would love to see the curriculum that they was teaching at that time.
Yeah, you can look. I went to Nimitz High School in Irving, Texas, and I graduated in 97.
Interesting.
All right, you guys, for all of you guys who are just coming in, we're talking about community attachment, and we're trying to figure out a way where we can build community and deliver the same message. There are many in our ranks, communities, especially here on these platforms, TikTok, YouTube, primarily, who are spreading a lot of misinformation. Hundreds of thousands of individuals are following many of these people, and it disrupts community. It disrupts the messaging because we're not saying the same things. A lot of it is misinformation. It could be dangerous. And so we're talking about it. And so I would like for those community leaders, those American Indian leaders, I know that you are swiping through, because I've seen you come through. Please stay. Join the discussion. I'm not sure why they have a hard time having this discussion.
Share the live out, but I want to know exactly what your discussion is. You want to talk to American Indians about leading their people wrong?
Correct. But more specifically, they have talking points. They have talking points that are not consistent. It's not a consistent narrative. And I want to talk about it. I want to talk about some of the different ideology. I am constantly villainized for talking about the people of Carib descent. Constantly villainized for talking about out of America. Constantly
from American Indians?
From American Indians.
Wow, I didn't know such fuckery was going on because last time I checked, these people was in agreement with you and in agreement with the Outer America theory. So is there a specific group of Indians that you're speaking of?
Yeah, he was.
I don't want to say their names. You guys are welcome to say their names.
Well, who he talking about if I can share the live with him?
One morning I woke up and he was being attacked on C3 Mommy's Live by Naturalista.
Oh, that group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, if you disagree with his information, I mean, a simple message, maybe a phone call or a WhatsApp, Instagram, something, talk, you know. I don't even, and I mean, even what they were saying was like, if you're not part of their group or coming to their round table, you know, and also they were saying something about any information that basically anybody hears, they put it out first type stuff. A lot of ego.
Oh yeah, well unfortunately I'm not friends with them to share the live. But I definitely will put it out there. But Alan, I did want to tell you that you got mad props the other day on a live that you wasn't in attendance of. And that was the live that you was talking about the people on the reservations, the Mexicans and all them people that was coming over here claiming to be native. Everything that you spoke on 7 months ago actually took place 3 to 4 days ago when Trump made his announcement. So, and you was bigged up in a live that I was attending, and I bigged you up even more because motherfuckers thought you was coming from out the side of your neck when you was speaking on this stuff, and now everybody's saying, well shit, Alan was right the whole time. You know, so I thought I'd share that with you because you wasn't in there to get your victory, but I accepted your plaque on my behalf.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm really trying hard, especially on these platforms, because there's so many of us on here. It's really convenient. I think everybody, honestly, all across the country is on TikTok. That's American Indian, it seems. It's really important more than ever that we are saying the same types of things now. It's more important now than ever. We need to really get on a similar page. We don't have to be identical. You know, every state and every region is different. People are different. But creating this word here, community attachment, is really important.
Can you tell the tone down here?
Yeah, Tone Marino, in order to invoke any sovereignty here in the United States, you would have to be a dual citizen of Morocco. You would have to be a dual citizen because your claim is that the United States doesn't have jurisdiction. So you're not able to invoke any of the rights unless you are a dual citizen of Morocco.
Oh, that's false. Those treaties are non-self-government.
No, wait. It's not false. Okay? The treaties are based on citizenship.
Those treaties are non-self-executing.
Okay. They are based on citizenship. If you're not a citizen of Morocco, you cannot invoke the rights and privileges found in those treaties in 2025. In 2025, you must be a dual citizen of Morocco to invoke sovereignty under the Moroccan government. You don't have the right to self-declare yourself as sovereign, because according to those treaties,
Never said I did.
you would be subject to Morocco. And you cannot be subject to Morocco unless you are a citizen of Morocco.
I think the misunderstanding is people thinking that us Moors to get up here is trying to be subjugated to Morocco, the kingdom. And that's where the problem is coming in at. When Tone speak on the Moroccan treaties, he's not speaking on the kingdom of Morocco. So if you're thinking about the kingdom of Morocco, then this is where the dysfunction is at. When
well, I'm just only speaking legally. If you go to court trying to invoke sovereignty as a Moor,
you can't invoke sovereignty.
You're going to be arrested.
Yeah, at that point, you're going to
go to jail. Yeah, you're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail because sovereignty only pertains to people who have land. The land is what makes you sovereign. This is why the reservations were set up for the natives. They can do what they want to do behind the fence, but once they leave the fence, then their sovereignty is gone. So I think a lot of the misconceptions is coming from people thinking that, we're talking about the Morocco kingdom, when Tone is only speaking on the empire of Morocco. So the treaties don't even talk about the kingdom of Morocco, because the kingdom of Morocco wasn't established until 1956. When a treatise was written about Morocco, that was in 1953. So you can't write a treaty for a place that didn't exist, and the place only came about 3 years after the fact. So Tone is talking about, and this boy, this brother here is one of my nobles. So I mean, Tone got his shit together. So we when we speak on the Morocco and dual citizenship, there's no way we would get dual citizenship to Morocco, because we're not talking about the kingdom, because the kingdom didn't exist when the treaties was written. We're talking about the ancient Morocco, which is the empire of Morocco. And sovereignty does not pertain to people without
and so,
land.
with that being said, any rights and protections under that theory of interpretation of the treaty, it would be mute. You wouldn't be able to invoke it.
You would stand correct if you are speaking on the kingdom.
United States courts. But see, with the Empire of Morocco, being that we have our own consular courts, they're not mute there. But as far as the treaties go, they're not self-executing. So a national cannot himself go to any court and self-execute any article of the treaties.
But if you were a dual citizen, you could invoke the rights and privileges under those treaties and be declared that the United States does not have jurisdiction.
What I'm stating is, it's only the government of the Empire of Morocco and
I understand.
Government officials.
I get exactly what you're saying, but that argument would be mute today. And the only thing that you could use those treaties to do today is, if you become a dual citizen and you get in any type of legal trouble, you can go into the United States, any United States court, and say, hey, I am a citizen of Morocco. Here is my citizenship paperwork, and you guys don't have jurisdiction.
See, the Kingdom of Morocco can't use treaties. They don't acknowledge the Kingdom of Morocco does not acknowledge the Empire of Morocco or Moors.
But if you go to Morocco today, is what I'm explaining. If you go to Morocco today, literally today, and you say, okay, I want to become a citizen of Morocco, and you go through their naturalization process, however long it takes, 5 or 7 years, or however long it takes, and they grant you citizenship, if you come back to the United States and you get in any legal trouble, you could literally say, hey, I am a citizen of Morocco, and I'm seeking to invoke the rights and protections under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship as a dual citizen of Morocco, and the United States would not have jurisdiction over you based on that treaty, because you are a dual citizen of Morocco.
That still won't work, Alan, just because of the contracting party.
I'm telling you that that's the only way that you're able to invoke those federal protections. You have to be a citizen of Morocco.
That's wrong.
Yeah, like that's totally wrong.
That's not incorrect. That is,
with all due process,
I've verified this information.
Anybody can go get.
Listen, with several lawyers, I've looked at that information, and they all are saying the same thing.
Right, but
the only way that it will work in the United States today is if you become a dual citizen. And they know that most U.S. citizens are not going to go over there and become dual citizens.
Right, he's correct.
You showed it.
Right. We already know what he showed, Kenya. You can't go to Europe today and get dual citizenship. Not unless you go over there and pledge allegiance to Europe. Dual citizenship only works if you have a parent from that place and you was born in another place. Then that automatically grants you dual citizenship. We know how dual citizenship works. So in order for you to go get allegiance with another country, you have to give up your allegiance to the country that you in and go over there and become a citizen. We as Moors know exactly how that works. What we're talking about is the empire. It's very tricky because the empire and the kingdom are two different things. So what Alan is talking about, he stands 100% correct, but he's 99% wrong when he's talking about what we talking about.
Exactly.
No, I'm not disagreeing with what you're talking about. I'm just saying that what you're talking about is now mute in a court of law, and then they're not going to recognize it. And so the only way that they will recognize those laws is if you have dual citizenship. That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is the Kingdom of Morocco is not a contracting party to any of those Moroccan treaties.
Right. The treaties didn't even exist. The Morocco didn't even exist when the treaties were written. So therefore, though they would be mute, even if let's just say hypothetically, we went to Morocco and became a citizen and we had dual citizenship. The treaties doesn't even exist to the person that got dual citizenship in 2025 because the treaties was written prior to Morocco even becoming Morocco.
Right.
Well, under international law, if
you
in any type of legal trouble,
you can't use that.
No, on U.S. territory, whether you're from Morocco or not,
I'm talking about coming from a
the
moral
United States does
standpoint.
not have jurisdiction.
I'm talking about coming from a
country of
moral
origin would have
standpoint.
jurisdiction to prosecute.
Because the United States is a corporation, right? So,
right. So if we look at it from just that perspective alone, if you are a dual citizen of Morocco, the United States would not be able to prosecute.
Right. So they would have to go through the embassy, through their diplomats.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. That's dealing with other nations.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
But with the treaties, it automatically go to consular court if it's dealing with Moroccans of the Moroccan Empire.
Right. But we're not talking about those who are Moroccans of the Moroccan Empire. We're talking about those who are citizens of the United States. But you're not a Moroccan of the Moroccan Empire. You're not a citizen of Morocco.
We not.
I'm a Moroccan from the Empire of Morocco.
Right. We're not citizens of Morocco. He's staying correct when you make that statement. Let's get that cleared up. We are not citizens of Morocco, nor will we ever be. We will never be citizens of Morocco. Nor will we ever be citizens of Morocco.
Not the Arabs, not the French Arabs, no sir.
Absolutely not. So you stand correct again. But I think that what we're saying, you're missing the gun. We understand totally what you're saying when it comes to law, because as Moors, this is what we do. I'm telling you, how in the hell can somebody say today that they're a Moroccan citizen and they want more treaties to motherfucking benefit them when Morocco wasn't established until 1956 and the treaties were written before that? So that wouldn't work even if you went over there. That would only work if a person wanted to become a dual citizenship over there, and it will only go under the citizenship under the Kingdom of Morocco, not the empire. So we're talking about two different things. We're talking about two different things here.
Not even 100 years old yet.
Right. So it doesn't apply to Moors going to be dual citizenship and getting citizenship from a Morocco. It would not apply to Moors at all.
From Morocco, it's not exclusive to Moors.
It wouldn't apply to Moors.
Citizenship.
It wouldn't apply to Moors because Moors are ancient.
But
aren't y'all people Indians? Aren't y'all people Indians? Because if I'm not mistaken, I heard
Indians on paper.
I heard Evergreen say
that Indians on paper, correct. We are Indians on paper. I'm Lenape and Washita. Those are our tribes.
Lenape were Moors and they got turned into Indians.
Yeah, because the word Indian was substituted for Moor in 1621. Absolutely correct.
See, but they're correct. Or Moorish tribes before.
But the government made y'all Indians.
Yeah, the government made us Indians.
So y'all can get the benefits of the Indians.
No,
because
we
there's
don't.
No more law.
We don't get no.
Law.
Hold on,
there's no more law.
Hold on. What? You an Indian? What benefits do you receive?
I mean, we have been.
So you're an Indian. What benefits do you?
We have been reclassified.
No.
So my question
you
is,
said we became Indians. Hold on.
Y'all came
let
here
you
as
speak.
Moors
I'm a
and
mute.
became Indians to get Indian benefits, just like what these Native Americans are doing.
So can you explain what benefits the Moors got turning into Indians that they got, and what benefits you received by being an Indian from birth?
It's not about right now because we all know that.
Right. So what you just said, don't make sense.
Federally recognized. Is Lenape federally recognized?
What you said just don't make
Lenape
sense.
federally recognized?
As Moors, not as Indians. We were federally recognized as Moors, not Indians, baby. Let's get that correct. Yeah, let's get that correct. Yeah, we were recognized as Moors, not Indians. We turned
so y'all got recognized as Moors.
We turned into Indians on paper.
Paper.
We turned into Indians on paper.
So y'all doing what the Native Americans do, right?
No, because we don't receive the benefits just like as you an Indian don't receive them.
Okay, but no.
You don't receive your benefits.
Indians.
So tell us what benefits you receive, so I can tell you and checkmate you and let you know if I receive them. What benefits do you receive by being an Indian, Kenya?
Okay, first of all, you already know what they did to our people. So why were you even?
I know exactly what they did to my people.
That's what we're trying to.
I know exactly what they did to my people.
That's what we're trying to fix now.
But we talking benefits.
Okay.
So what benefits
I know
receive?
Their people were more.
What
on the driver's license and all that stuff. Even though y'all trying to say that.
None. Zero.
They took the sandals
Absolutely
off
not
and
one.
the
You don't
whatever,
receive
the turban
no
off,
benefits.
so we wouldn't know who we are. But they put the M on your driver's license, right? They put the M on the driver's license for more, right?
It's called colonization.
You receive zero benefits, just like we do.
Food stamps. I wish I got food stamps.
Right. You receive zero benefits, just like we do. Nothing. Zip. There's a fucking zero. Nothing. So we just like you right now. We receive nothing.
Yeah, but isn't Lenape? Aren't they federally recognized though?
Well, your man read it to you.
They're federally recognized.
Your man read it to you, so I guess you assume that. I guess you listen to what he say.
Listen to everything he says.
Right. So I mean, you shouldn't be asking me the question that your husband already told you.
But I'm asking you.
No, don't ask me. Get your information from him, because I told you this before you met Alan. Before Alan came on the goddamn app. Before Alan came on the goddamn app, I told you what time it was.
Right.
Yeah, before Alan even became an Alan, I told you what time it was.
I didn't know you before Alan became an Alan, because Alan was born Alan. So
no, before you knew him though. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, can you?
I knew him in previous life.
Before you knew him, Alan. Before you knew Alan, I knew you. We had these conversations.
And we never had no conversation about the Moors. We have never had a conversation about the Moors used to be Moors, and then on paper they're Indians.
Yes, we did, Kenya.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did, Kenya.
No, we did not. I didn't learn that until he brought it up.
That's neither here nor there. I'm going to let Alan finish his live and finish what he's talking about, because this is not a Moor and an Indian live. He's talking about community. So I'm going to digress. Alan, finish your show, please.
I mean, even with community, we're going to have to get on the same account. We're either Indians or Moors. Y'all can't be out here saying we're Moors and we're out here saying we're Indians.
We're not telling their Indian. Hold up, for the record. We're not telling their Indian that they are motherfucking Moor. We Moors. We let Moors be Moors and Indians be Indians. That's what it is. And whoever reaches to the, if the Indians make it to the top first, guess what? I'm going to use my Indianship. If the Moors make it to the top first, I'm going to continue to use my Moorship. That's the way it's going to go.
Sounds about right.
I said that the last time.
Alright, so this is what we got, you guys, on about dual citizenship for Morocco, you guys. It says Moroccan citizenship can be acquired in different ways, subject to the conditions set by the Code of Moroccan Nationality. Nationality may be primarily attributed through paternal or paternal filiation. The law also allows for the acquisition of Moroccan nationality by birth and residence. When a child is born in Morocco of unknown parents, and when the child is born in Morocco of foreign parents, on condition of having a regular residency in Morocco and declaring the intention to acquire Moroccan nationality within 2 years of his or her majority. So when a child is born outside of Morocco, it has been taken into the care by a Moroccan person for more than 5 years. The latter must submit a declaration for the acquisition of the Moroccan child or the Moroccan nationality by the child. So it looks like there is a pathway to speed up citizenship or naturalization of dual citizenship in Morocco if you relocate to Morocco and have a child there. Acquisition of Moroccan nationality may also occur through marriage only when a foreign woman is married to a Moroccan man and the household has maintained a habitual and regular residence in Morocco for at least 5 years. In addition, Moroccan citizenship can be granted through naturalization procedure. Articles 11 and 12 of the Code set out the conditions. The applicant must be of legal age, have a habitual and regular residence in Morocco during the 5-year preceding the filing of the application and reside in Morocco until it is decided on this request and be of good conduct and of healthy body and mind. Foreigners who render exceptional services in Morocco or whose naturalization presents an exceptional interest for Morocco can be naturalized regardless of the conditions set by the Code. So if you are an exceptional person, it looks like you may not have to wait as long. The acquisition of the Moroccan nationality has no effect on the nationality of origin or the person concerned. The acquisition of Moroccan nationality has no effect on the nationality of origin of the person concerned, which means anyone can seek out dual citizenship in Morocco.
Right. Based off those circumstances that you just read, which mean they got to have allegiance to Morocco. Yeah, we know that.
United States of America.
Correct.
So it says Article 8 of the Moroccan Nationality Code provides that the attribution or withdrawal of the Moroccan nationality from birth does not affect the validity of other acts or rights. So I'm going to read it again. Article 8 of the Moroccan Nationality Code provides that the attribution or withdrawal of the Moroccan nationality from birth does not affect the validity of other acts or rights. So even if you, for whatever reason, decide to relocate from Morocco to another country and become a national of that country, you still would be eligible to invoke the acts and rights and privileges of the Moroccan nationality as long as you have citizenship or had citizenship in Morocco. Article 10 provides that the acts passed in accordance with the previous national law of the person concerned before the acquisition of Moroccan nationality remains valid. So today, if you would like to invoke the rights and privileges and sovereignty of a Moroccan, you would need dual citizenship.
Right.
Dual citizenship. Very powerful because it's one of the countries in the world internationally where you will be considered sovereign.
Correct. And we're not looking for the Kingdom of Morocco's sovereignty. We're looking for the Empire of Morocco.
Yeah, but that no longer exists.
Right, it does exist. There's treaties out there for that. It does exist.
But the kingdom has to have a king.
Would you like Tone to read?
The kingdom has to have a monarchy that is recognized.
Would you like for Tone?
That's for the kingdom, though.
Yeah, we're not the kingdom. Stop getting the kingdom and the empire mixed up. I need you to understand it too, Alan, before we can
Does these treaties
we can't go further if you don't know the difference between the kingdom and the empire. There's no way we can move forward.
Well, the only kingdom that we know today.
Right, that's the only kingdom.
The only thing that we can speak of today, you guys, is Morocco. We can't go back in time.
Yes, we can go back in time. Because if that was the case, Indians couldn't go back in time. If that's the case, Indians can't go back in time. We can always go back in time and attach ourselves to land. This is the exact same thing that the Indians is trying to do.
No. Yes, that's not what we're doing.
So y'all got land patents? Y'all got land patents?
I think so.
Y'all got land patents?
Well,
what you think?
I don't know. Because I know somewhere. I only know 3 more on this app that've done their genealogy. That's it, and you're one of them.
I got a shitload of land patents. I got a shitload of my people owned 150 acres.
And what was it under? Was it under Moor or was it under Indian? Is it like Indian?
Under motherfucking Indian.
Okay. Why are you disrespecting your Indian?
I ain't disrespecting my Indian, but I know my dude was turned into an Indian. I ain't disrespecting no Indians. That's why I rock with the Indians. I don't disrespect the Indians at all. But at the same time, ain't nobody gonna disrespect my motherfucking Moors neither.
Well, the Moors not being disrespected. What I'm explaining today for 2025, that Morocco exists in 2025. And the Morocco that exists today can grant sovereignty that you seek under the Kingdom of Morocco.
Okay, so how can they do that, Alan? What
by becoming a dual citizen.
What proper instrument do they have to be able to grant sovereignty?
You would need to become a dual citizen of Morocco.
But what document do they use to do that?
Yeah, to grant you sovereignty.
You're dealing with the jurisdiction of international law.
Hold up. I'm lost too. I'm lost too, Tone. Because becoming a citizen, you can't be a citizen and have sovereignty. That's an oxymoron.
You can't.
You can't be a citizen and have sovereignty.
Morocco is
explain that to me.
Different type of country. It's not like the United States.
No. There's no way you can be a slave and be a sovereign.
Yeah,
it's impossible to be a slave because citizen means slave.
Yeah,
citizen means you participating in somebody else motherfucking programming. That's what a citizen is. You participate in my motherfucking show. So where's your sovereignty at?
Yeah, you can't be a sovereign citizen.
You can't be a sovereign citizen. So before you move on, Alan, please explain that to the motherfucking people.
He misspoke.
Okay.
What I'm explaining is that you're able to be a dual citizen of Morocco today in 2025. Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Alan.
You're able to be a dual citizen of Morocco today in 2025, and under the citizenship of Morocco today, okay, if you go into a U.S. court of law as a dual citizen, you can legally argue that the United States does not have jurisdiction to prosecute because you would be a national of Morocco.
We get that part.
And sovereignty is two different things.
We get that part.
That's what I'm talking about.
My question was to that. What document makes a nation able to do that?
What you mean, what document?
So what document is used to grant sovereignty to the people?
Well, each nation is different.
Through the
each nation is different, and each nations have a different form of government.
We don't need Africa.
But what I'm saying is, how do they prove? What document do they use to prove?
Give me a second, you guys.
The type of government. It's a constitution. That's all I'm saying.
Just for the record, if you commit a crime over here in America and your ass fly to the place that you got dual citizenship, because you got dual citizenship, meaning America got jurisdiction over your ass before your ass left here, and they can bring your ass back as a citizen.
Unless you go to Costa Rica and you can't be extradited.
Let's talk about expedition then. Because goddamn it, if you're a citizen of America and commit a crime in America and you got dual citizenship elsewhere, they're gonna ship your ass the fuck back over here.
Not if you're in Costa Rica. There's countries that they don't have treaties with.
Yeah, we're not talking about we're not talking about that. I'm talking about if you had dual citizenship in Europe and you committed a crime in America, they're going to ship your motherfucking ass back over here. They don't give a fuck if you got dual citizenship. You committed a crime in America and you dual, we're going to dual your ass right back over here and you're going to be tried over here. So they do got jurisdiction because you had citizenship in two different places. Yeah. Let's look that shit up. Let's look that shit up if y'all want to talk law.
I just want to ask a question. I just want to ask a question real quick. I just want to know, were we ever supposed to be citizens? We were never supposed to be.
No, we're not supposed to be citizens.
Exactly.
Okay.
A citizen is a slave.
Well, that's
you participated in somebody's program.
Yeah,
and that's why everybody got driver's license. That's why everybody paying taxes. That's why everybody got all this shit.
So why do we need dual citizenship?
I don't know. Alan was trying to prove a point that we need dual citizenship in order for us to claim that we Moors, which is incorrect because
he doesn't claim that you're Moors.
We're not falling.
No, Morocco.
I don't know jurisdiction. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Moroccans, yes, but if we talking about Moroccans, he's talking about Moroccans from the Kingdom of Morocco, the French Arabs.
Show me
that look like the rapper French.
Oh yeah, those.
Can you show me a treaty where it says kingdom and empire?
Well, in the treaties you won't see kingdom. In the treaties, if you want,
the treaties is going to be empire.
The empire of Morocco is what I'm talking about.
But how do we know that?
It's written.
Okay, so it says
Hold on. Let me just say this.
Empire.
Do y'all know what treaties are? Treaties.
It's a contract.
Hold on.
Your ass better goddamn.
No, hold on. Let me speak. Let me speak. Treaties is a friendship with fiduciary. I hope y'all know that.
Hold on, say that again.
Treaties. If you look up and what friendships are, right? Those are things that are just contracts that are signed for these people to act as beneficiaries. I'll pull it up.
Pull it up so I can give you the big screen.
Yeah, so what's that got to do with anything? Explain it.
I want her to explain it when she pull it up. That's why I wanted to pull it up.
And I'm gonna pull up something too. Don't be saying Montezuma was a Moor.
The treaties right here. The treaties do not say the kingdom. They say the Empire of Morocco, not the Kingdom of Morocco. See, the kingdom has kings, and the empire has sultans. So, just right here, and in this court, there's international court cases that explain it as well. It's the empire. But in prosperity, it said in Morocco, the triple principle, the sovereignty and independence of His Majesty the Sultan. We're talking about the empire, not the king. Sultan is not a king.
Right, and when she pull up this treaty about them having friendship and what she said that word was, what she said she was pulling up the treaties about friendship and they got what? She said it had something. What was the word she used?
I don't know, but
somebody a beneficiary. They can only be beneficiaries.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say that could only be. What I said was that's what treaties mean. Beneficiaries.
Yeah. So that means that the
trustees.
the Indians had treaties too, and so they made them beneficiaries as well.
No, the natives were.
The natives.
So I'm gonna pull them up because it's been over 2,600 treaties.
Right. So show me the ones that the Indians made versus the natives. That way we could do rocks and pennies and quarters and dimes.
The Indians don't have no treaties.
We
don't have treaties.
I got some
The
Indians.
Indians don't. Moroccans do.
Nah, some Indians got some in Texas.
But all I'm saying is it is a distinct difference between the kingdom and the empire in these contracts.
That's already been proven, Tom. We good with the empire and the kingdom. Now let's look at these treaties because I want to know, being a citizen, you still got beneficiaries, and these motherfuckers are the beneficiaries as me being an American citizen over here today. These motherfuckers is beneficiaries to my trust right fucking now. So I'm trying to figure out who the fuck wrote the treaties in order for them to have be the beneficiary, for us to be the beneficiaries and them the trustees based off the situation that I'm in right now and the 86 motherfuckers that's in the goddamn chat. Because all these motherfuckers that's in the chat, they are the beneficiaries and the judges are the trustees, the administrators right now today. So if we're going to put apples to apples and oranges to oranges, I need for y'all to explain why y'all in the situation that y'all in today as being American. If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it.
So really to explain as far as the treaties in that time period, because a lot of people like to say something about the Alawite dynasty and Arabs running the empire and so forth and so on. But people don't understand that it was such thing called Arabization going on in a certain part of certain territories that was being forced on indigenous people, just like colonization was forced on indigenous populations by another group of people. So what ended up happening during a certain time period, the empire was being ran by these Arabs, and they was running the empire based off of monarchy. But they ended up getting punked out of the seat because the colonizers, the Europeans, knew that they weren't the true Moroccans either. So they got punked down to create the new baby infant nation, the Kingdom of Morocco, leaving the seat vacant and available for the true Moors to re-emerge the sovereign and independent state nation of the Empire of Morocco, which has been established, re-emerging 2024 of last year. The Sultan was elected 2024 last year. So the Empire of Morocco government is up and running in full-fledged.
With 7 states. With 7 states. But you ain't got to tell them what we doing.
Do you know about this treaty right here? If you can put me on the big screen real quick.
Yeah, you ain't got to tell them what the Moors doing.
I mean, that's all I was going to say anyway.
Yeah, don't tell them what we doing. We got 7 states and somebody been elected. So the people have voted for our Sultan. You know, we making big moves. You know, we ain't even got to get up here and tell them shit. Only thing motherfucking can do can bear witness in the next 10 to 15 years what's going on.
And for the record, the Sultan do come through my lives as well. Anybody got any questions for him? He's willing to talk to any and everybody.
Yeah,
so
we got the people
coming in on a respectful tip.
We looked at the government. We seen how our government was running. They that byproduct, our government, the original government, they was a byproduct, stole our shit, and then motherfucking use it against us. So now we took our shit back, and right now we did our states the same way that it takes to run a real government. So we got 43 more to go, a total of 11 by next year. And
11 added to the 7.
11 added to the 7, so we ain't got to say what the Moors doing. We just Moors. Let the Indians be Indians. And that's what it is. We ain't got no beef with the Indians.
It's not no hate. It's definitely not no hate.
We Indians on paper.
I want everybody to be
we Indians on paper.
Self-governing. You know,
can I get the big screen real quick?
Yeah, we Indians on paper. I can show you my Indianship.
It definitely ain't no hate.
Yeah, I can show you my Indianship. I can show you my genealogy, but I won't.
Exactly.
Peace, y'all. Peace to the panel. Peace to the host. Got kind of quiet, so I said it's time for me to at least do a little entryway.
Hey, who got my powers to give me the big screen?
Yeah, you can take me off. But nonetheless, I definitely,
I was trying to ask if you knew about this one just real quick. Because this is the, you got the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, but this one is the Treaty of Peace, Friendship, and Commerce, 1844. So, I'm from Texas, so I'm just asking these type of questions.
And who's the signatories to those treaties?
The chiefs of those tribes.
With who?
1 second.
I've seen it before, but I haven't seen the treaty. So, who I understand the chiefs is one signatory. Who's the other signatory?
I got you. Let me pull it up for you.
The United States government. What nation was it?
Texas.
And what year?
4.
Okay.
I think they already got annexed into America. But these are the list of the chiefs.
So yeah, that still would be up under the United States. That's under the umbrella of the United States.
I have a question. What was the Moroccan and American Treaty of Friendship? There's a difference between America and and the United States, and in that treaty, it started off the Moroccan American Treaty of Friendship or whatever, peace, and then when you're reading it, it goes to the United States. Why wasn't America included?
What year is it, Kenya?
Like 1783 or something.
Hey, Alan, can you move that history and culture?
Because we got the 1787 Peace of Friendship. I got them right here.
The whole experience is the show, including walking up to.
The copy I got. Okay, we just got the yes, friendship.
All right, you guys.
I was just waiting for y'all to finish because I definitely wanted to go down this because a lot of people don't know that. But go ahead, Alan.
All right, so what we was explaining, I didn't want to be misunderstood. What we were explaining, or what I was explaining more or less, was that if you become a dual citizen of Morocco, you could potentially invoke the rights and privileges as a dual citizen. And what was asked of me more or less, what documents or laws could be extradited in the event of if you became a dual citizen, and how would that person declare or attempt to extradite various laws that they could use in a U.S. court of law. You would have to extradite laws that have been framed from the United Nations, more specifically, because we do not have any current treaties with Morocco. We do not have any current treaties with Morocco. As it was stated that the Kingdom of Morocco,
Facts. I agree.
Is, pretty much mute or null at this point. And then we have the new kingdom that would have been created, I think, almost 150 years ago. So when we look at this modern Kingdom of Morocco, all of your rights and privileges could be extradited under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is one. We have the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights is another. We also have the International Covenant on Economic and Social Cultural Rights. We have the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination. And we also have the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, which took place in New York, December the 18th, 1979. And so when we look at this could set the legal framework which a dual citizen of Morocco could argue if they find themselves in any trouble in the United States. And they could argue, once again, that because they are a Moroccan national, that they would prefer the case to be heard in Morocco versus the United States, especially if they don't want to be imprisoned here in the United States, which I think is understandable. And so that's what I was trying to pull out or bring out when we talk about Moors. And the reason is because a lot of our brothers and sisters go into court today in 2025 and still argue that they are sovereign, that they, can't be tried, and they are arrested.
Yep.
And they're not taken seriously.
Yeah, those are the bullshit ass Moors, and they do not represent us. So I'm glad you read that. I gave you big ups when you read sovereign citizen. That's an oxymoron. So the motherfuckers that go to court saying they sovereign, they need to go to jail. Matter of fact, they need to throw away the key when the motherfuckers commit a crime and they go in there saying that shit. So we are in agreements.
Yeah, we are in agreement. But I will say this: the Morocco as a nation is sovereign. Morocco as a nation is sovereign, and their citizens would be nationals of a sovereign nation.
The Chinese, Japanese, and all the rest of them, they all sovereign over there if they belong to them people. We get it. We understand.
So, but what I would like you to do is pull up the Kingdom of Morocco's constitution. If you could.
What's the date on that?
I have it on my iPad. I'm right here. But if you,
what's the date on that?
What you mean, the date on what?
You just, I can hear you. You said pulled up the Constitution of
for the Kingdom of Morocco. Yes.
Right. So what's the date on that?
Either one. They got a couple revised ones, but all of them gonna basically say the same thing.
So do you guys go into the kingdom or the empire?
The empire. That's what I'm talking about. The empire. And see, a nation, how a nation is sovereign is through their constitution. That's the point I'm trying to prove. So
I respect you guys, man. I respect the Moors and stuff like that. And I feel like, you guys do got some kind of connection. But the only thing is, I always try to ask the Moors, like, where was the empire, like, primarily located at in America? And that's where I'd be, like, trying to get clarity on.
I mean, technically, even George Washington.
My people came from the Delawares. So if you want clarity, my people came from the Delawares. There was the Lenape and the Washita. My people came off the Delawares and went to PA, Pennsylvania.
My people's
that's what
my shit is really all over the place. My people's North Carolina.
But hold up, but I didn't mean to cut y'all off. But to say Morocco, it literally says North Africa
in the Constitution.
Correct.
No, period.
Right, it said North Africa, right? Because that's the modern day Morocco. I got a source to pull that up. Hold on.
My thing is this, right? I think the word Moor got kind of like
Utah
put under a broad umbrella. You know what I mean? Like it's like.
But see, hold up. Moor was a bloodline. It was like.
So I think it went from a bloodline to being like a.
Hold up. Let me finish.
Moor is. Was.
Let me say this. A lot of people say that the Moors went into Granada, Spain in 711, which we all know is 1711. The Muslims went into Granada, Spain, which is the west coast of America. So that's when you understand that the term Moor and Morocco became coincide at that time. Look it up. It was the indentured servitude of 1711 and indentured servitude of 1771. And that's when you get the Tuscarora war with the Yamasee Indians. So I'm kind of confused.
All right, can I bring a little clarity if I may? Because I could go back to 1624, right?
I have a source I would like to show. Can I be put on the big screen?
All right, can I go back to 1624?
But if y'all can read that out loud, there
I can't even see that.
Yeah, you're going to have to read that.
Okay. The stupendous deserts between the Nueces and Bravo rivers, the Rio Grande or Del Norte, and the natural boundaries between the Anglo-Saxon and the Mauritanian races. This ends the Valley of the West. There Mexico begins, the Moorish people and their Indian associates, who Mexico properly belongs. Where's the confusion?
Let me put this up on the screen.
Where is the confusion?
I'm checking right now.
I'm very confused.
The Moors own Mexico. Where's the confusion? Where are your documents that say you own Mexico in South America?
First of all, Mexico was 1821. It's still North America. It's still ancient lands.
I asked you a question.
Oh, you want to know what Mexico? Mexico is 1821.
Where are your documents?
We ain't finna argue.
Where are your?
That's what I'm saying. I don't need no treaties. I don't need none of that shit. So what I'm saying is this.
This is not a treaty.
Sweetheart,
this is not a treaty.
I'm not up here to argue with you.
So you don't have any documents.
I do have documents. I do. You don't know me, so mute up. The fuck? So it says, yes, friendship acts are generally considered to be beneficiary treaties, meaning they are agreements between countries establishing close ties and promoting mutual benefits, often focusing on aspects like trade, cooperation, and protection of citizens within each other. Yeah, because we're not fucking citizens. How is this beneficiary to me and my heirs? So let's just keep going. No, hold up. I'm almost done. Because there's been a lot of treaties. Now, I want to talk about this treaty that was actually in, what was it, 1986? With these natives. We could go there.
1886?
I got you. Hold on. Do y'all know what these tribal cards are? Do y'all? Because I'm really finna pull it up. Beneficiaries. Let me fix the screen.
Free cards.
Tribal cards.
Are they like in?
Well, I can hardly hear you. I can hardly hear you.
I said, are they like employee cards?
Yes. This one right here, the Maghreb, right? The treaty of the Arab Maghreb, right? 1989, the year after they quote unquote said that we're supposed to be African Americans, right? What is this all here at the bottom? Because this word Maghreb means Morocco. So, with that being said, let me show you this. Here we go, right here, because I got images of them.
Are you with the colonizer or not? In 2020,
hold on. First of all, I am a colonizer, so don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. Colonize means culture.
Hold on.
So let me put this up. Let me put this picture up. Hold on. Let me just put this picture up real quick. Go ahead.
I'm just colonizing over here. All this other shit.
Since we having a conversation,
man,
can I ask a question?
Don't be disrespectful towards me.
Since we having a conversation, can I ask a question to the Morris brother?
I ain't got time for that shit.
Can I ask a question to the? Hold on, sis. Can I ask a question to the Morris brother?
Go ahead, brother.
Let me just put this picture up. Go ahead. You can ask him.
Anybody's going to be a beneficiary if they're the signatory power to any contract. You're going to benefit some way, somehow from the contract. You're not going to sign the contract and not
people don't have no fucking land.
Hold on.
They don't have no land.
That's the point.
And they're for the United States. They're not for the Americas. Whatever.
Was the Moors? Hold on, sis.
Don't tell me to hold on.
Hold on, sis. I'm asking you to hold on, sis. If I was asking a question to the brother, you told me to go ahead, and then you're going to tell me don't tell me to go on.
I was talking to him, but go ahead.
Yo, what I was asking is, was the Moors that when y'all had the empire, right? Were they Muslim?
You could either have political ties or religious ties to the Empire of Morocco in this time period. So Muslim was under the Arabs, because Arabization had forced with Islamization. So all of that carried the Muslim religion, the Mohammedan religion, at this time period, because the Arabs.
I only asked that because of it was wars between like Christians and Muslims, and I asked because a lot of people that was Moors was considered it's up under the Ottoman Empire at the time.
You got the Ottoman, which was Muslim based, and you got at a certain time period the Empire of Morocco was Muslim through the Arabization, being Arabized.
Wasn't they considered the same at the time? So were some Moors considered under the Ottoman Empire?
They could have been. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as far as the true indigenous original Moors of the empire.
The what?
The originals.
No,
the original Moroccans.
Can I say something real quick?
Wait a minute. I'm trying to hear what he's saying first. Hold on. The original.
We're not getting nowhere with this right here. I think we going on the same path. We always go down. When we come down to Moors and Indians.
Could you talk to him, right? And I gave you that, and I still want to present my thing too. Go ahead and finish. No, go ahead and finish, Brass. So then that way I know how to go ahead and finish. Go ahead.
Saying we have these confusions with the Moors and the Indians a lot of times, right? And exactly. I feel like the confusion comes in is because I asked Moors, when did you guys leave, and then when did you come back? And then we come up with this whole thing. We go back and forth with the citizens, and then people come up from Empire Morocco, and then it's a kingdom, and you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of confusion. So it's like, all right, so before you could have an empire, don't you have to build the kingdom before empire? Right, it's like building a house, right? You can't build a house and build a roof.
You said you have to build a kingdom before. First of all, an empire is a bloodline. Y'all know that's the difference, right? An empire is a hold up.
I ain't finished my thought.
It's a bloodline.
I ain't finished my thought, sis. But you can't build. What I'm trying to say is that you can't start. That's like me building a house, and I don't start with the foundation. I start with the roof.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You can't start backwards.
Oh my God, that's not starting backwards. However you are naturally, and how we was running shit, we didn't need no treaties on how the fuck we live our life. We didn't need no nation, none of that shit before any of this shit, is what I'm saying. A bloodline is an empire. A kingdom hold up. Let me get what I got to get out. I keep
so what's a plantation? What's a plantation? A plantation is a bunch of different farms, right?
Y'all not finna sit up here and do this. I asked for respect. But if you're going to talk, we can actually pull it up. Do the etymology of origin of the shit, because the empire is a motherfucking bloodline. A kingdom is something that could be a part of the caste system. I know the difference. So if anybody want to read this, I'm just trying to get down to the bottom of it, because it seems like every time we go down the line, people get offended by the words that we say when we just trying to figure out what the fuck really going on. And nothing ever gets solved.
People be agreeing with you, but you cutting me off and you're not even paying attention to what I'm saying, because you want to be right.
Who the fuck want to be right, Brass? When have you ever known me to ever be right? Stop
you gotta chill, sis.
Do not disrespect me up on this goddamn panel, because I don't ever want to be right. I'll pull out fucking receipts. Fuck is you talking about?
But at the end of the day, yo, we trying to have a conversation and you monologue.
So do not play with my motherfucking
We trying to have a conversation and you monologue.
I try to get down to the bottom of it.
You trying to monologue. Stop
I ain't trying to monologue shit. Shut the fuck up talking to me, first of all, because I could have fucked up.
Why you calling me out my face and disrespecting?
I'm not gonna play with you, nigga.
Did I disrespect anyone?
Have respect for me.
Now, if I get disrespectful,
put some on my name, bitch ass nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Get disrespectful now.
Go ahead.
Bitch ass nigga now? When I ever been a bitch ass nigga? When?
First of all, you are talking.
Whew. That was a lot to take in, but a lot of the information she looked like she was posting up was.
I'm a mod too.
Was a lot of AI overview.
The fuck?
A lot of AI overview.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to get disrespected, don't.
A lot of AI overview. But yeah, the treaties. People got to read the treaties. Treaty. Yeah, I read what you had up there. Mean trick this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, it's the contract and power, and who has the who is the top external sovereign and independent state. Because when you go to Verizon or any place, you're going to them and you're signing a contract for benefits and privileges. Benefits and privileges. You come out of there with the phone. You come out of there with the service, but you had to go to a source to get that. It's the same. It's the same aspect with the treaty. These colonizers had to go to a certain source to get rights and privileges, and the source that they went to was the Empire of Morocco.
But the oldest treaties that's in America, the oldest treaties, right? First off, is from the Iroquois, right? We do know that, right? The oldest treaties in America is from the Iroquois, specifically North America, right? The peace and the first treaty of freedom and law was of the Iroquois, and I believe that's in like 1400 or something like that. You know what I mean? So that was like the first treaty, you know, and what led to their constitution. You know,
if it's competency, and if you're competent, it shouldn't be right. And basically a balance here, and you know, with the separation of powers and so forth and so on.
I agree with you, bro. But when we get we get convoluted when we start talking about Morocco. When did this Morocco thing started coming into effect, though? That's the thing that's confusing people, because it's a remedy out there for us. But when I don't disrespect the Moors, because I see like states, you know what I mean, like Moors in you know what I mean. I see the different places that connect to the Moors and have, you know what I mean, names. But I just get convoluted when it comes down to the nationality thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got a nationality right here in Americas, man, that connect to our last names. So when brothers start changing their names and getting sisters to change their names, and then they can't tell you where Morocco is at, you know, and how it relate to them being American, it's like brothers, that's confusion.
You said brothers already got what here? Nationality?
Yeah, we U.S. nationals. We American.
Okay, and
we connect to our last names.
That's what I'm saying, though. What people got to understand, you have the right to self-determine who and what you do and what you are. I don't deflect from it. All I'm saying is the Empire of Morocco consists of Moors. And if you're American, you fall under the civil and criminal jurisdiction of American jurisdiction and law. I mean, it's really just that simple, just like Chinese. I'm not going back and forth with Chinese, but Chinese, they're under the Chinese civil and criminal jurisdiction. I have no issue with that. But when Moors say that they have this and they have that, that's when
We had a great discussion tonight. I know we got a little bit derailed, a little bit sidetracked, but I appreciate everyone for being up here. Thanks, Wise One. Thanks, Wise One, for being on the panel. And so this is what we're talking about, you guys. We're talking about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the International Covenant on Economic and Social and Cultural Rights, the International Covenant on Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination, the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, New York, signed December 18th, 1979. And so this was a response to the question pertaining specifically to those who would be from Morocco or Moors, for example. And so I'm wholly encouraging you guys, if you're going into any courtroom, do not be telling people you are a Moor. You will be arrested. You will be arrested. It's not lawful to do that unless you are a citizen of Morocco. Unless you are a citizen of Morocco. All right, well, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and wrap up our discussion for tonight. And I enjoy each of you for being on with us tonight. Someone says, so the Moor Sundry Act don't apply. And you guys are welcome to come up to the panel. You guys are welcome to come up to the panel to share thoughts on the talking point.
You keep inviting me up here, but I didn't get a chance to speak before, and it just seems like you keep talking out of your ass. So I don't know how we can have a conversation.
Talk to my man like that.
Wait,
You're not going to disrespect me.
We're not doing this tonight. I don't want to do that. Don't do that. I don't want to do that on the platform, you guys. I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm really not sure what that's all about, you guys. All right, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this for tonight. I'm not sure what's going on here. All right, you guys, we're ending the discussion for tonight. All right, you guys, have a great night.
Rainforest in the planet is right here in North America, bro.
Yeah, you need to go back to school.
You need to go back to school.
You were not there.
Y'all don't even have to respond to you. Y'all need to go. He basically said y'all need to go back to the same indoctrination center that I couldn't escape from. That's all he said.
That's what I was saying. What he was doing was he's
saying y'all come back to
the white man's.
Go to
we're
school.
believing in the white man, but that's what you're pushing, sir. No, we debunking the white man and his bullshit. You pushing his shit.
Hey, look,
you know, willfully ignorant.
First rainforest on the planet. That rainforest happened to be in New York, bro.
Hey, Lou, I got a question. Do you know who came up with the whole educational board? Do you know the person that? Do you know his name? Hey, Lou. Do you know his name?
Look, if I told you I've been
No, look, I'm not finna answer you. What is the name person who's behind the educational board? What is his name, mate? Okay, his name is Johnny, and I'm glad that you said it because I'm not even trying to be an asshole. I'm finna like try to actually give you some knowledge. So check it out. John D. Rockefeller was behind the educational school board, and you know what he said?
He said that he did not want a nation full of thinkers, bro. He wanted a nation full of workers.
So
this is documented. This is written in history.
All my knowledge. You think I get all my knowledge from white men? I don't.
You said, hold up. You said we had to go back to school, though.
Hold on. Let's continue.
That was me. You need a degree.
Let's let
and rehab. You need rehab.
We don't want to hear nothing. Neither one of you slow motherfuckers got to say.
Yeah. All right. So this is from science.org. It says scientists has discovered the world's oldest forest in an abandoned quarry near Cairo, New York. The 385 million year old rocks contain the fossilized
385 million years, bro, in Cairo. The first word Cairo around the world where they got those pyramids at right now today is here in New York, in North America.
Ain't got nothing to do with you.
A fucking rock.
No. You're saying a rock, that's where archaeologists get most of their shit from rocks, buddy.
It says the rain.
So stop that. Stop being disingenuous and just listen. We know you're indoctrinated. We know you still got the white man sack in the jaw. Just take the sack out and listen to what we're saying.
He's definitely indoctrinated, but you're going to wake up tonight. You're going to wake up
tonight. You can't really hear us over the gargling you be doing, so just take the sack out.
Let him read it. Let him read it.
Hold on.
Let him finish presenting because this motherfucker don't shit.
All right, so what it's saying is that the forest is no longer there, but it's fossilized. But they tested the rocks to see how old the forest actually was when it first started, and it dates back to be 385 million years old. So, yeah, I want to read one other thing real quick. This is the etymology.
What the hell is that got to do with you?
After you do that, I want to bust the bubble.
That don't have nothing to do with a motherfucker made in a lab.
Y'all niggas are rocks now? I got you.
Okay, well, that blows your theory about you coming from Africa. Let's keep on.
Okay,
see, what you don't understand, nigga, when he's talking about the rocks, he's talking about the land. That shows that this land is older than that bullshit you call Africa. Like I told your bitch ass to shut the fuck up.
Hey Lou, you know that.
Hold on. Let me read this real quick.
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is the origin of the word brainwashing. It says, attempt to alter or control the thoughts and beliefs of another person against his will by psychological techniques. From 1950, said to be a literal transition of Chinese Shi Now, a term from the Korean War. So, niggas is brainwashed, and we dealing with them on the panel.
Hey Lou, you talking about rocks? Do you know what happens to wood when it gets old enough? Hey Lou, you know what happens to it?
Petrified. You know that stone.
Shut your ass up. Hey Lou, do you know what happens to wood when it gets really, really old?
What is our body made out of?
Do you know what happens to wood when it gets really, really old?
Our body made out of?
I told you, 2 left feet, the skinniest of individuals. I can rap, I can sing, but I can't dance. It can get passed down to me. So what happens to wood when it gets really old? If you don't shut your ass up, I'm going to call ICE. But now, what happens to wood when it gets really old, Lou?
What does it do? Tell me.
Petrifies, bro.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Okay, so in other words, it basically essentially turns into fucking rock.
Are you a rock?
So if they're studying the rock,
that's in my house.
That means they're studying the land and the trees. Come on now.
Oh my God.
You supposed to be studying. Didn't you say you've been studying since 2012?
Nigga, are you a rock?
That's what he said.
You said 2012. You've had what, 13 years at this shit, and you still don't know this? Come on,
he learned more in these 5 damn minutes than he learned in 12 fucking years.
That's why he's still here. You really want to learn.
You really want to learn.
Man, after your grandmama was in the slave outfit there making babies with her slave master. This
there
is
you go with this rape shit. Stop. What are you doing?
This is the prime example. It's that white man's blood running in.
Here you go with this
rape shit. That white man's blood running through your side.
From Morocco.
We all trouble our fate here. You on the other hand.
You're not African American.
He's an Arab. African. He's an Arab. For sure.
Or he would be Arab American. So you're not African American. The name of the continent was named Africa from the Europeans, bro.
He's just Arab. These people are American. Only Americans are the people that been here.
See, he didn't even say nothing about being Arab.
You're gonna learn tonight, Lou.
He's a dark-skinned Arab.
You're gonna learn tonight, Lou.
That's why he's so fixated on skin tone.
Yeah, he's so fixated on skin tone. Man, listen, man. Skin tone is not a skin
That
color.
nigga come from a white man's loins.
Skin tone is not a skin color.
That nigga come from a white man's
to the crown of
loins.
England.
That's why he actually acted. Look, he ate his third grandpappy.
White. Like I said, I ain't even gonna try to be rude.
Grandpappy, nigga.
I'm not finna condescend or like belittle you or nothing. Like real shit. Hey, look.
This y'all ain't got to. I'm gonna make a mad. I like to show people how defeated and reprobated minds is. This nigga's a defeated bitch ass nigga, but he'll stand up to us, but he ain't gonna stand up to the white man. He just want to come over here and whisper about his fifth and fourth great grandpappy. Talk about he love him, but he's running through his veins. Like it happens land.
He's a British white.
Sad part is, nigga, those Europeans that they talk about was niggas. That's how this is so caught up in the bullshit wheels. Cause the Europeans was niggas. Fucking clown.
Get your stupid ass up, you dumb fat bitch.
Your mama was just seeing the white ass nutsack. That was your grandmother's job. She was the first goddamn in fetal fertilization bitch. She held the nut in her mouth, nigga. Yeah, that was your grandmam. I'm gonna make you mad than a motherfucking me, bitch, for being disrespectful to my motherfucking relatives. Bitch, I'm gonna make you motherfucking mad.
Eat it, dick.
Yeah, that what your grandma was doing. She didn't hate the dick. Ain't nothing like me.
Take a breather right here. You don't tap the screen.
Breathe it, bitch. She ain't on the dick.
Hold on. All right.
You can't get one thing about me, bitch. You can't get me mad.
All right. Y'all, we're almost at 100K. Thank you guys for showing up at David After Dark. The best lives on TikTok. Better than CEOs' lives.
Where's CEO? Oh, shit. I need a bitch. Take rubber the chest on.
Okay. You're African descendant, right? Blue, you're African descendant, right?
Oh, shit.
He's not going to answer. He's not going to answer.
He's still talking about his granddaddy's fucking nutsack.
I wouldn't answer after that shit too. My boy thought he got it. He was like, I'm gonna get him with this one. Man, that nigga pulled out a slingshot and Copper pulled out a cannon on his goofy head.
He's so stupid right now.
That nigga said, this slingshot and get it. I'm talking about Copper pull around with a whole cannon on his little
Yeah, I think you broke him.
Strategy. Damn it.
Hey, look, that motherfucker over there with one motherfucking eye twitching this shit right now.
Hey, Arrow, I'm gonna rotate.
And this is what y'all want. This is what y'all want. Y'all want to feel like the white man. You want to feel like it's fine. Y'all want to feel like the white man, bro. That's cool.
Oh, nigga.
He coming back with the same shit. Yeah, he hurts.
Y'all want to feel like the white man. That's cool. That's cool, man. I don't feel like your ancestors, bro.
Back in slavery, hogging all this.
Look, I was a question for you, bro, because early in the conversation when you first came on, you said that we were studying from the white man, then later on you brought up haplogroups. Can you explain and tell us when haplogroups, that sub part of science was created? What group of people created it?
Yeah, it was people. I'm saying it was people that I'm saying that studied that weren't white as well.
I swear to God, if you ain't a white man's baby, I give it up.
What year was that created? That form of science. What year was it created?
I don't know the exact year.
Man, that's a bullshit ass question.
Where are you from?
Shut your bitch ass
OG.
up. Where are you from?
OG, you haven't answered no questions. You just
name ain't OG. OG is at the bottom right. His name is Og.
My bad, Og.
Special ed.
But so you don't know the year. So you don't know the year. Hold on, man. Tell you 1 second. So you don't know the year when haplogroups
doesn't even matter, man.
Created, but that's one of the things that you're actually looking at to determine who we are.
It doesn't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, it actually
they want to
hold on. You brought up something as an example to try to tell us what we are.
Yo, we get stuck, bro.
Hold on, bro. Look, I'm not being disrespectful to you.
Y'all niggas don't want to scrap. Y'all niggas don't want to fight. Y'all want to talk on the internet.
I'm not.
I think them. I think them hungry people in Africa. I think y'all should go before you get smacked. You want to call us? We got that damn week. Shit, motherfuckers, we got that. They so goddamn hungry.
Get up out your feelings. Get up your feelings.
I ain't answer a question. I'm just asking you.
He think that he talk about the white man, that he's for the white man. Actually, he comes from the loins of a white. That's why he believes what the white men say, but hate them all at the same time, because he must be married a bitch. The pussy with the head spot. So now you tell your grandma start share something. Your hands are good. Stop, you piece of bitch.
Blue was up actually trying to talk. You just adding in little jabs. You're not even talking about nothing, bro. At least he's up here talking.
You guys are playing haters.
Hey, Augie.
Add some context.
Get your head out the fence of the border, motherfucker.
You guys are gonna collide, huh?
No, seriously, Blue. I'm being dead serious. I'm not trying to be an ass or nothing like that. I want you to really think about what you're saying. You just made a statement saying that one of the things you were trying to press upon was using haplogroups, but yet you can't say when that was actually created or developed. You know it's white man, but you don't know the actual group of people that created it. But you're also using that as a foundation for your actual argument to say
a white man called you Coppertone, and a white man called you Coppertone, and you ran with it.
You've never on here heard me say Coppertone.
These people do that.
These people, but you ain't heard me say that. So I'm asking you again.
What do you stand for?
Why are you using, bro? I know I've done my genealogy. I know what tribe I actually.
You're Cherokee.
No, I'm not Cherokee. I'm Manahawkin.
You got one more time to come up with motherfucking mute.
My family's actually from Virginia, where slavery, quote unquote, supposed to have started. So I know my people. I've gone and done the research, the documentation. I found it. So I'm asking you again. How are you using something that you don't have the ability or you don't even fully know or understand to determine who knows what about themselves?
Just because you
don't
understand.
Including you, bro, because at the end of the day, this should be a benefit to you.
The only one that doesn't understand.
Shut up, Augie.
If you like deportation, clap your hand.
And that's taught you
deportation, clap your hand.
If you like deportation, if you like
I'm being serious.
Say what you said again. I can't hear you.
I want you to really think about this. One of the things that you're using to defend, actually, where did it come from, and who created it, or where it came from, who created it. And you said you don't know, but you're using that as a point of reference for your argument to determine and say who knows what about themselves. You even earlier said that you don't believe in genealogy. So if you don't believe in these things, and these are things that are standard practices to be able to find your lineage.
I don't believe in it. I say it only goes.
You say you don't care. You don't care, which is basically a non-belief to you.
Because the way they use it, the way they use it is it only goes back 6 to 8 generations.
That's not true. It's about you actually being able to go back and find your history.
Exactly. You can pay for it, but these people
you don't have to pay. You don't. No, you don't, bro. You don't have to pay for genealogy, bro, at all. See, and that's what I'm saying. You're speaking on things and you don't even know the process to even be able to go through these things. You haven't tested what's right, what's wrong, to even know what's actually right or wrong. You don't know. And it's okay to not know, but to come up here and say and act like you know and have this superior intelligence over people, which is not
accurate. I'm not trying to do that.
No,
this is what they're trying to do to me, bro. They do the same thing. They're trying to act like they know everything, bro.
Bro, but hold on, bro. You came up here and said these are things you specifically know. So all I'm doing right now, bro, like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful because at the end of the day, this should be a learning experience for all of us. What I'm trying to explain to you is this. There are things that you should actually put more forth in and studying to understand and not just discount it, especially when you have said out of your own mouth, you haven't looked into these things. That's all I'm saying, bro. All of us, none of us got here just by looking at one thing and saying, oh, this is right. Some of us actually looked up information and shed tears because of how much we actually found on some bullshit.
All of this is, if everything is theory, they can't sit here and do the same thing that they're doing right now that I'm doing them, right?
Wait, because you said everything is not theory of people.
It's not a theory.
Documents showing factual evidence. It's not a theory, hey Lou.
Where's the theory then? Everything we're doing is a theory right now, bro.
How? Everything we're killing is a
How
theory.
is this a theory? I want him to explain.
Ask him how it's a theory.
Have you heard of Blue? Have
This is
you
real.
heard of the
TikTok is
Library of
fake.
Congress?
Everything we're doing is it real?
Yes, I have.
All right, so if you understand what the Library of Congress is, you already know that Europeans have done one thing, and they always keep records of everything, even when they're lying outwardly to everybody.
They also burn shit.
Yeah, they do all of that. But what I'm saying also, they keep great records because their ego wants them to keep trophies. So there are things out there that you can actually go find and be able to go back way far into your lineage. Because I've gone back all the way personally on one side, all the way to like the 1600s through records. My mother has found one of her sisters through genealogy.
You said 15
that she didn't know about. So what I'm saying is there documentation that they don't tell us about. And what they teach us, I'm going to give you an example. If you go to London and you go to one of their museums, there are certain documents that's on our people from America that they've taken from here, took over there, and they put into an appointment-only part of the museum. Like, you actually have to sign up to go see certain things. Or it's never on display on the front end. So they hide certain things because, once again, these are their trophies. The same way that I know you've seen on TV where certain artifacts have been taken from Africans, and they are also put up into different museums in different countries, like in France, right? Yeah. So they take things and they keep them because they know they won't destroy them because they are so precious, and they want to keep them for their own records and also for their trophies. So I'm trying to explain to you, there are a lot of records. If your family is from here, like your father, if he or whichever parent that you're saying that was born on this land, you can actually go back in her lineage and find his or her lineage and find information out about yourself. That's really what this is about. Fuck the white people. Don't worry about the people in this group. You should be wanting to do this for yourself, because what it really comes down to is this. The information that we're looking for and we're finding is showing that we are tied to this land. Like I said, I'm from Virginia. There's more people that were actually exported from America than there was imported. Most people, you don't hear that stuff though. But it's more people that was exported, and what they really did was they took people like from California and moved them over to New York and mixed them up with people from different languages because they couldn't speak, but they actually didn't take them from one land to another. They just moved them on the land they were already on because we had no way to truly communicate with each other in general, and then they mixed them up because they couldn't speak the same languages. Because a foreign land is a foreign land if you get stripped and pulled away and taken to another place and you don't know where you're taken to. It don't have to be hundreds and hundreds of miles across the ocean. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, Blue?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But, but they're not understanding, bro. Just because these people were dark-skinned or anything like that, they see in the history what's going on, I'm saying, over here, it's not the same. We're not the same as them, bro. We came here a different way.
Bro, I'm telling you, my family was already here. I can't speak on everybody else. I don't know their lineage. We talk on here, but I don't personally know what they've studied and what they haven't. I'm talking. So when you say y'all, me and you talking right now. We're not talking about them. I'm telling you what I know about me. Mm-hmm. So feel what I'm saying. There are certain things that they keep from us on purpose because why? When a people realize and know who they are, they have the ability to go and dress the government from an international law level, meaning they have the ability to actually go back and get the land that was taken from them, because there are certain things that they have to pay for being on the land. And that's really what the game is. The game is trying to tell you you're from a completely different place so they can get your ass off this land so they can keep it and keep domain over it. That's the real game that's being hidden from us.
So have you gone back, I'm saying, before 1492?
I've gone back to the early 1500s.
Exactly, but we came here, I'm saying, we started coming here in the 1492, bro. If you go
That's a lie. That is a lie.
I have, bro.
That is a lie. 1619 when they started sending Africans.
The actual
know your history.
The actual Indian tribes that I'm even speaking of was here way before that.
Okay, the Indian tribes. I'm talking about your black ancestors.
No, bro, we are not African.
Exact, bro. This is
no, we're not African.
There's the disconnect right here, bro. And I'm saying it's not gonna work. Y'all not understanding.
No, it's you not understanding.
You're not. No, I know.
Hold on, stop, bro. You literally already said. Listen,
I sat here and listened to you, bro. I sat here.
Bro, but you've literally already said you don't study certain things that you brought up as your argument. So you can't sit here and also say, I know
everything
this.
Everything's a theory right now, bro.
Research that.
All right, I can end the theory, though. I can explain the theory to me.
Not happening, or this. I'm saying this happened.
It's not a theory,
bro.
I just wanted to explain.
Y'all have no proof of anything.
What is it?
Pull up your theory. Pull up your proof. Pull up your proof.
I just want to know what's the theory, bro.
You guys sit here and tell people that black people were here in America before. Just because someone is dark skinned, you know what I'm saying? And
so when people speak on their own individual family bloodlines, that's a difference. And we speak as a collective. That's the difference. I know where I'm from. I know where my family's from. I can trace that to the early 1400s.
If you don't do your research before 1492, bro.
Early 1400s.
We need him to pull up the Slave Manifesto. Oh, let me fix this. Look, we want him to pull up the Slave Manifesto of his ancestors coming here and arriving here on the boat. We ain't got to argue about nothing because you're not on our tree. So we need to know. We need to see and show what's wrong.
Hey, may I ask him a couple questions real quick? Okay, so damn, did I forget the fucking question? Okay, I forgot it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna remember it.
It's all good. Hey, so Blue, you think it was a whole bunch of fogles here? That's what you think? A whole bunch of pale fogles was running around America with four niggas? That's what you think?
I didn't say
fogles. Let's think it was some pale fogles running around this motherfucker.
Who is this, sir?
No, Blue. All I want
to him to answer who is this on the screen.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
The Voyage of Columbus. Who is that?
You go to Mexico, you got a lot of pale fogles, don't you?
Who was an English
person? This picture's over in Europe in the museum. Who is this, sir?
Are you saying that's Christopher Columbus?
Pull up the statue of Blackamoor in Habsburg, if you got it.
The Habsburg?
This is Christopher Columbus,
Germany, bro, since we
This is Christopher Columbus. This is why we know y'all don't study shit. Y'all sit here, y'all push this white man's bullshit, but yet y'all love the white man. I mean, but
ain't read one book.
Y'all come from the loins of a white man.
Hey, hold on. I remember. Okay, so you said, there were dark-skinned people here, but they weren't black. Okay, so can you explain what makes somebody? Hold on. 1 second. I'm trying to ask you a question. Can you explain what makes somebody black?
They were not genetically like us. They could.
Can you explain? No. Can you answer the question? You're dodging the question. Explain what makes somebody black.
Okay, black, the identity that we have in America. You know what I'm saying? The way.
But what makes somebody black? Like, because you said they were dark skinned, but they weren't black. So they were matching our skin color, but they weren't black, is what you're saying. So what is black?
All right, I'm saying not black, but they're not the same genetic makeup as us.
So in the San Diego Museum, sir, who he look like? This is in the San Diego Museum.
What is the context behind that?
That's a tobacco Indian, boy.
You said we wasn't here. This is in the San Diego Museum.
Like I said, bro, just because somebody looks like you.
Because see, that's the thing. I can tie myself by. I can tie myself to these people by documentation, though. Can you tie yourself to their fucking slave narrative by documentation? Because that's what we can do. We can just show how we're tied to the people. You need to show how you're.
Yeah. So go to Slave Voyages. So go to Slave Voyages.
No, we're not going. You gonna pull it up the same way we pulling up our shit. You pull up your shit because you brought the argument. You came over here and pull up your shit. That's your bloodline, sir.
All you do is yell, bro. Shut up.
That's your bloodline, sir. You mad because you come from the fucking loins of a white man.
Shut up.
So pull up your shit and prove to us that we're wrong.
You're annoying.
He's Arab.
Shut up.
He's Arab. That's
Who else always
Hey,
goes back like
but
the
since you need someone to say it to you calmly, show us the boat that your direct ancestor, your mother's mothers, or your father's fathers, show us the manifesto, show us the document, show us their name, their code, whatever, right now, because we're not going to argue with you on this shit.
Bill, before he do that, can he explain what makes somebody black? Because he never answered that question.
You're right. He danced right the fuck around. Hey, explain what makes somebody black? Hey, Lou.
Having melanin in your skin. A lot of it.
So if the Mayans have melanin in their skin, that means that they're black. If the Mayans have melanin in
is skin tone, bro.
That means that they're black. According to you, I'm going based off what you just said. I'm going based off of what you just said. That means that the Hindu people
don't match.
That means that the Aboriginal Australians are black, according to you.
Phenotype and
same
genotype.
way you can be an Arab.
You know when you're talking about phenotype and genotype, Mister, I know evolution. What is the difference? What determines your phenotype and what determines your genotype? Go. Since you're so smart, and then I still need you to explain what makes someone black. But go ahead.
We learned this in elementary school.
You can be genetically black, or you can be.
No. You're completely wrong.
Bro.
Now, what determines your phenotype and what determines your genotype?
Your skin color.
Okay.
You sound dumb as okay. So clearly you have no idea what you're talking about.
Let me ask him this question real quick. What skin color do you have to be black? Like, what is the Cause is light skin? Is that black? Is albino black? Like, what is black?
Yeah, you could be albino, bro, and still be. You know what I'm saying.
Like, but you just said that to be black.
How can I be albino, white, and black?
Hold on, let him get it all out, y'all. Let him get it all out.
But he just said.
Gosh, y'all know what I mean, bro.
You gotta have melanin.
No, we don't. That's why we're asking. Please explain it.
Okay. You know what I'm saying. I'm talking African. You can be albino and still be African.
Oh.
We're not.
You can't be albino and black.
What are we talking about this time?
Yeah, we talking about black. We're not talking about African.
I'm saying if y'all want to do that, bro. I'm saying I said black, but I mean African.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're not talking about Africans. We're talking about the Americans.
Don't dance around it.
Can somebody read this for me? Can somebody read this for the short boy short?
Yeah, it say Negro. USU contempt loosely member of any dark-skinned race, for example, Indian, Native Australian, black, turnip, caterpillar, minstrel, sea Negro, melody, song, and such prevail American Negroes, Nigger head equals Negro head, hence Nigger DOM.
And Copper Empress, since you're on that side pulling stuff up, can you pull up free white persons, please?
Hold on, let me go find it. You did put Indian in there,
because
right?
See, when we talking black and white, you gotta also realize these technically they have nothing to do with actual skin tone or color, bro. They're classes.
Exactly.
They're classes. So when it comes to black, that is the lowest class. When it comes to white, it actually is the highest class, which is what they use on the documents. You can pull up an old video of an Egyptian man that came over here, and they were trying to classify him as white, and he sued the government because he said he was black because they were trying to do something. He said once I actually fought for this, the people around me, they started actually treating me completely different once they realized that I was suing to be able to be categorized as black. These terms have nothing to do with your skin tone at all.
Exactly. Let me ask him a couple more questions. Then I'm gonna get down. Okay, so Blue. So basically, what you saying is that if you're black, you're African, right?
Bro, no.
Okay.
Then what else are we if we're not?
Wait, what'd you say? I'm saying based off of the racial classifications in the USA. If you're black, you're African.
Bro, if you're you know what I'm saying, America, bro. This is all fucking white people science, bro.
Okay. So
that don't answer the question, dog.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna ask him another question. So did life start in Africa?
Yes.
Okay. So would that mean that Africa's the original people?
Yes.
Okay, so how come on the SF-181 form where you fill out for jobs, right, for job applications, how come every other race ties you back to the original people, but black, it ties you back to the racial groups of Africa? Like, I'm going to give you an example, right? Like when you check off white, it says it ties you back to any of the original people of Europe, North Africa, and I think the Middle East. But like when you check off black, right, it says it ties you back to black racial groups of Africa. So how come it doesn't tie you back to the original people of Africa?
Why would they do that?
Why wouldn't they? Every other classification ties you back to the original people, just like American Indian / Alaskan Native. It says it ties you back to any of the original peoples of North and South America. So how come black ties you back to black racial groups and not original people if Africans are the original people?
Because the white man is the original African.
You see that? Like how it told you.
Let him answer.
I swear I'm dealing with like people that
you gotta show him. He don't even know what the census definition.
Okay. Yeah, let me pull it up real quick.
Okay, let him read this to him. He didn't say free whites, right?
Free white. No. Free white persons. Free white persons.
Okay. Right there. Free white person. It's right there. You got it, Copper.
That's not
you see it right there? Free white person.
That's the one, though.
Was a term used. It's literally right there, though. Like, what you saying is not, but it's saying right there. Free white person. In quotes.
Hold on. Let me see.
Like, you still going to pull up another one that's still going to take you to the Naturalization Act.
Yeah, tap the screen, y'all. Let's get to 150K. Dave, can you put me up real quick? God damn. I don't even need to pull it up. But this is what I'm talking about, right? So as you can see on the left, you see American Indian.
Alien being a free white person.
Yeah, it say American Indian or Alaskan Native. Then it say Asian. Then it say black. Then it says Native. Basically the islands and shit. And then the last one says white. All right. So on this form, everyone ties you back to the original people. Like I said, for white, it says anyone that has ancestry going back to the original people of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. So when you check off black tie, it says it ties you back to any of the black racial groups of Africa. It doesn't tie you back to the original people. So if life started in Africa and we come from Africa, why don't it tie us back to original people? Why would it only tie us back to black racial groups?
Because they don't know we're all mixed up from different tribes. What are you talking about?
Don't make sense.
We are, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
You're not catching. But
y'all sit here and use all this fucking shit, bro, to try to prove something. You're not proving nothing.
Blue, you really can't suspend your disbelief. Like, you really just think it's unbelievable off the rip?
It is, because you guys sound ridiculous.
Let me tell you what's unbelievable, right? Hang on. Being on a ship, right, in hurricane season, surviving the journey, and then getting off the ship, building the White House, knowing the knowledge, the tongue of the land, knowing the crops, that's impossible to me.
How many? I want to ask you, bro. How many people? First off, how long was the trip from Africa to America? How long did it take?
Bro, it was not, I'm saying, one fucking trip. It was different trips.
No, I know.
How long does one trip take, bro?
Stop
How long does one trip take?
Hold on, bro. How long does one trip take?
It depends on the It depends on the weather. You know what I'm saying,
bro. You can
only travel during one season, bro. So how long?
Just say you don't know. Just say you don't know.
It's okay to say you don't know, bro.
Okay, I don't know. What's up?
It takes 3 to 4 months for them to travel from one side of the ocean to the other, right?
15 weeks.
So now, I want you to answer this question. How many people, for these boats that we're talking about that travel, right? How many people on average were allowed to be on the boat? Because keep in mind, you got the crew, and then you got the quote-unquote people that's supposed to be stuffed up under the bottom. So how many people on average were on these boats?
If they packed them like sardines, bro, I don't know the exact number, bro, but they were packing them, I'm saying, close.
They were packing them close right at the bottom. So keep this in mind. We talking about packing people under a boat, which they sealed off
and naked
4 months. Hold on. Let me get this out. Shitting and pissing on themselves. What does shit produce when it's in a place where it can't be removed because it's airtight? What does it produce? What does shit produce when it's sitting too long?
I know piss does some shit like, I don't know. Ammonia.
You can't sit under shit and piss for 3 to 4 months. You would suffocate everybody. You can't, just like when you're cleaning out your house and it tells you to open up a door, open up a window when you're actually cleaning stuff, because it will kill you to sit in those fumes. Now on top of that, hold on, let me get this last piece out.
Just say on the live, we got you.
Look, so by their numbers, they tell you about, I think it's like 10% of the people, quote unquote, would survive. These boats that we're talking about could only carry a few hundred people, maybe 100. So we're talking about 10 to 20 people possibly surviving the trip to actually get over here per trip. In regards to the amount of trips that they said they take versus the amount of people that's been on this land in general, it doesn't even equate to what you're talking about mathematically based off of what they gave as the information. Once again, these are things you have to actually go back and look at. These boats are not that big.
But you agree.
On top of that, you're talking about having people locked on a boat where they're not moving around, not rocking it, stuff like sardines. Hold on, let me finish that last part, Blue. Hear me out. Once they get over here, 3 to 4 months of not being able to stand up, so on and so forth, and these are products. These are people that are supposed to be used as tools. There is no way you're going to sit here and tell me that they rehabilitated these people back to a certain level of health so they could sit 24 hours or 16 hours in the sun and work at their most efficient ability, because they don't have the ability to, because they're in a weakened state. There are a lot of factors that I don't think you've actually considered and researched or even looked into to realize how much of a bullshit story that is.
Now, but you agree that people were enslaved and brought over here, right?
I believe that there are groups of people, when they realized that they couldn't bring the people from overseas over to here, that it was better for them to actually start enslaving the people on the land. Because who did they have a treaty with? Hold on. They had a treaty with a group of people over here where they weren't supposed to be enslaving those people on this land, and then they started doing it. Who was those people that was already on this land that they started enslaving?
The natives.
No, not native, bro. We're not going to use a misnomer term. Who are specifically the people over here that they had agreements with, that they were enslaving, that quote unquote looked like us? Because they had to enslave a group of people that looked like us so they can mix them in with us, because they had laws with a group of people over here. Have you ever heard of the Moors?
You go with this shit.
Hey, also, could I add to your point like 10 seconds? Like 10 seconds.
Straight up
from Morocco, you should know the Moors.
Look, I just want to add to what you say, and they had to look like us because, like, if we're being enslaved, right, and we sitting in the sun all day, they didn't have no fucking sunscreen back then. So how would these pale people be standing in the sun all day?
So how did the Moors get over here?
The Moors were actually the people that were on the the Moors were the people before anybody that were actually going and sailing the seas. You're Moroccan. You said you were Moroccan.
They got all the way over here. I'm not Moroccan. I'm not denying that people could have came over here, bro, that were dark skinned. I'm saying do trading and stuff like that.
People been selling to the Americans since 1311, dog. What are you talking about?
Nah, bro, y'all saying y'all ridiculous. There's no
historical facts.
You said you were Moroccan. How do you not know your own family lineage of what was going over here in this land?
I ain't done. I ain't even dropped this shit. Everybody keep talking.
He's Moorish. He's a Moroccan Muslim. That's why. I'm not a Muslim.
But you said you were Moroccan.
I'm saying there's different religions in Morocco. What are you talking about? Please be quiet.
We're not talking about religion, bro. We're talking about
your bloodline, dog. We're talking about your religion.
You said I'm Muslim. I'm not. So please stop.
Arab, Muslim, all the same to me.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing. Stop.
What God do you worship then?
You're ignorant. You're ignorant. Shut up.
What God do you worship, bro?
You're ignorant. Shut up.
You know,
I ask you a question.
Be the dumbest motherfucker sitting on this panel. You still being disrespectful.
Shut up, bitch.
Your mammoth's a bitch.
You can't be disrespectful because ain't nobody being emotional.
I can tell you from the womb that your dumb ass come from. That's why you act the way you fucking act, nigga. You come from a fucking spoiled ass fucking womb that was on a fucking trip for 15 fucking seats on the bottom of a slave boat, bitch. Now, wait.
Oh, you dumbass nigga to think that some niggas will be on a fucking boat and will survive 15 fucking weeks laying up next to fucking shit. With no motherfucking toilet seats, no goddamn bathtubs, none of that shit. Nothing to wash your ass. These white tea people don't even want to feed you. I know everybody want to talk. Let me go in real quick. I know everybody want to talk. Let me go in real quick because I ain't really said too much. All I'm saying is, nigga, it's crazy that y'all get up here and talk this crazy shit to us, acting like you know some shit, but you can't pull up a goddamn thing and show some shit. You sat up here talking about what black was and said, oh, just because you dark don't mean you black, and then turned around and said what makes you black is being dark. So you literally slow as shit. You should not be up here talking at all on any type of fucking level because you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And I don't give a fuck how mad you is, nigga. You a slow ass nigga. You looking at an Indian right fucking now and you telling me that this motherfucker ain't what you would call a black man? Then you dumb as shit, nigga. It's literally saying Indian on here from California, you slow ass nigga. This ain't no motherfucking white man. This ain't no Native American that you see walking down the fucking street, nigga. But your slow ass will sit up here and say it is. So you need to check your damn self before you come around here talking that silly ass shit to us. Because we do our fucking research while your ass stay around these panels and don't pull up a fucking picture because you can't show shit, nigga. So stop that silly ass shit and stop disrespecting our motherfucking people, especially our matriarchs, you little bitch ass nigga. Because you ain't on shit. And you know you not on shit. Pussy ass nigga. You know you not, nigga. Period, point fucking blank. Slow ass nigga.
Let me show you how mad you really gonna be.
You the mad nigga.
Man, hold on one second, y'all.
TikTok, this is a safe space where we don't condone any hateful or harmful rhetoric. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. F1s and fruit in the chat, y'all.
All your niggas, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas.
Hey, so this right here is my family. This is the Stewart's family. This is my people that was going over there to Africa.
You and your family.
You see the motherfucking guy? Yeah, nigga. I ain't never been a fucking slave, bitch. We slave Jew hoes. You see them Indians on that bitch right there, bitch? That's my family. Bitch. We slaved you bitches. Since you want to be a slave, bitch, I'm going to make you a motherfucking slave today. Yeah. Fuck on up out of here, hoe.
Yeah, their time coming. He knows.
Oh, you going to get mad once I got in there.
I just don't understand how you're so mad about something when you can't answer. When you realize I don't have the answer for these things and I've been using these tools to defend my point of view, the first thing that should come to your mind as a smart person is, damn, maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm going to go look this stuff up so I can be smart enough to answer the questions that I'm trying to defend.
Damn, cop, got him out of here before I can answer my question.
Defensive mechanism when people like of like that low of level of intelligence think they know something, and then they meet someone that's clearly of a higher level in intelligence, they go into defensive mode and they get like real angry because damn, I thought I fucking knew it all, and then here comes someone slaughtering me when it comes to the knowledge, and I can't keep up. That makes me angry because I thought I knew it all at the end of the day. So it's a very, very, very keen showing of low level of intellect.
I wanted to ask him, has he heard of the Lumbee tribe, and why did Trump just actually recognize this tribe as indigenous to America if we're not indigenous from here? I'm just so, like, I'm just confused. There's if anybody else is on here that want to come up here and talk their shit, y'all got to realize there's an actual tribe in the past, 5 to 7 days that has literally been certified and had an executive order written on them, recognizing them as indigenous to America.
I wanted to ask him if they're willing to acknowledge that they're coming from slaves,
I was gonna also ask him to acknowledge the fact that one of his great grandfathers wasn't his great grandfather, and in place it was a white man who was, touching his should have been great grandfather in the ass, while his mother was, doing whatever she was doing on the plantation. Like, they also got to acknowledge that too. You got to acknowledge that your should have been grandfather was getting touched in the ass by your actual grandfather while your grandmother was watching.
Yo.
So y'all have to acknowledge and admit. If you come up here and acknowledge and admit you from Africa, you got to acknowledge and admit that that's what I'm going to start asking them to do. Yep.
Yeah, for entertainment purposes only. Man, it's just being
funny. The thing is, they're trying to make us into bitches, making us out to be weak. No, bitch, that was y'all, and that's why y'all still over there selling each other. You got over 200-something million fucking orphans over there, and yet you're worrying about America? No, sir. Go fix your situation. Quit trying to make us the bitches, because we fought wars over here. I mean, my bad, David. We fought over here. We weren't no bitches. It ain't never been no laid down ass shit either.
Even Asians have finally come to the light, and I've already came out and said that we are indigenous to them and they came from our people. Even they have come out to recognize that. But we the last group to really get to everybody because we are the first. So it always got to come back, and it's going to take some time. But they're going to get all of this either way it go.
These motherfuckers be straight Asian and shit and gonna sit up here and tell me who I am.
I'm finna get on down because I didn't get the copper you ran him off. I can answer my question.
Why does it matter who we are? Like, that's what I understand.
Once he put me up there, I was finna get him out of here. I got him out of here quickly.
You didn't even get a chance to see an old Mackie in head. I'd have been like, so what does this look like, nigga?
It matters who we are because these bitch-ass people are comfortable in this system where they get to lie and benefit from the lies that the system, provides. But now that shit is crumbling down, these people are becoming uncomfortable. And it's like, dang, all the shit that I used to profit from, it isn't mine anymore because the people are taking their shit back. So they're trying their hard. I mean, they're trying their damnedest. They will fight tooth and nail. I'm talking about holding on to a board in the fucking sky with their goddamn teeth if they have to fight behind this damn lie.
Right. Free resources. I came up here to say. Anytime they come up here with his game constantly using the YT man, they take all their tools to prove they African too, right? They take the African theory from him and everything.
This is what they'll say to us.
No, I'm saying when he say the YT man,
he's not gonna accept you as if we need a motherfucking approval from a caveman, bitch. Y'all the only people that need approval from a caveman.
No, I'm saying when he say when y'all using the YT records and the YT this and the YT that, that means you can't use nothing to make you African. You can't use nothing to make you African, nigga. All they
look, this nigga said come and join his live. Ain't nobody coming.
Why you call me out of all people? I ain't get on your ass. The hell?
He's cloud chasing. Listen, all he trying to do is get him a what's name. He cloud chasing off the end. That's all he needed.
What they all do.
He needed.
This is how these people make
it. If I come on y'all, I ain't gonna need my cap. I come on your live, I'ma sing. You gonna be mad as fuck.
Oh, how you doing, Copper? I'm 18 and older.
Make him pay you.
In my 40s.
Make him pay you to come over there.
I'm doing fine in you.
But we was talking in Hustlers thing. I was telling you that basically my family goes back to I'm in High Gardens. I was telling you my family go back to the Bacon Rebellion. I could trace my lineage back to the 1600s. Yes, somebody had mentioned Lumbee. Yes, my family is Brands Ankles and as well as Lumbee when they had to mix in. Like I was saying that so we was actually helping the Africans that came over during the I was telling you my parents migrated from the Virginias up to Maryland, and if you do your research on my our tribes on my mother's side, you'll be able to see where's our migration patterns as far as the brass ankles that's going up. On my father's side, they was on Eastern Shore of Maryland. That's when, like I said, my family slowly helped the slaves come, get integrated into. Wasn't no coons or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying. But I think one of my relatives was on.
They was moving us around the Americas. It's called Blackbird.
Yeah, one of my relatives was on the family on my father's side was on the same plantation as Harriet Tubman on the Eastern Shore area of Maryland.
Well, her name was Tubman though. Her name was Amita Ross.
Yes, because she was married, right? She took her married name.
I mean, Harriet Tubman wasn't her name at all.
Okay. I just know the plantation she came from, which is still get celebrated, is over there on Maryland. When I did some digging on my father's side last name is Gross. So I wound up finding out that basically that was one of the plantations that she came from, was on the Maryland side. Now on my mother's side, which is Williams, Massey's, and Kimberly's, which was their European sounding names, but those are the two tribes, which was the Lumbees. But if you did, and yes, to somebody has said, yes, for us, your American history, you do have to go down to D.C. and you do have to set up an appointment and sequester your American your paperwork as far as your family being here to go past to go deeper past. So that's actually a fact. That's the truth. That's how I found out my family was in the Bacon Rebellion.
Okay.
I'm gonna step down now.
Thank you for that information. Thank you.
You were cool. I just didn't like how you were whispering in my ear.
Yeah, sweet nothings, huh?
I mean, man,
Billy don't like when Hustle whispering in his ear. That nigga Hustle be whispering all the damn time on a lot.
I'll make sure y'all tap in the screen.
The barber shop trying not to disturb the peace while he cutting hair. That nigga funny as hell. Shout out Hustle. Where that nigga at?
I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at midnight, nigga, with some warm milk. And
I'm talking about that. I'm not lying. Thank y'all for having me up.
That sounds like a lactose tolerant type of night.
I can't be too loud right now because if I am, I'm gonna wake my whole family up. But I just want y'all to know y'all doing y'all thing and hold it down. Thank y'all doing it. I'm like, all right, thanks, Shaq, but you could have threw some subtitles so we actually knew what you were saying.
Right. This nigga ran up off this panel. He left his shoes and socks and everything. He wearing something.
That nigga left his damn
Hey, y'all bring my shoes back to my life, y'all. I ain't coming back up there to get them.
Yo, that nigga's really crazy.
In this room looking right now, where the fuck my shadow at? Yeah. They be still in here.
Ran in the snow with no moccasins on.
No, that nigga, he ran barefoot. He out of Africa. And that nigga ran barefoot.
We ain't keep them sandals, them little bottle shoes. Just still
Copy, you made that man run off and leave his car.
I'm just trying to understand, how in the hell is you using words you don't even know the definition of?
Exactly.
Because he got it from his homie Live, you know?
No.
This what killed me.
This what killed me. He told y'all using white man science. Then said, I believe in our Africa theory.
Yeah.
Everything he brought up, haplogroups, out of Africa theory, all that stuff is white man science. That's what that should be bewildering to me. How you calling other people dumb for actually going and doing research when you are lazy and the only thing you research is what you were actually taught in school?
That part. And that's research. He was taught that.
I can tell he a great dancer in real life. I asked him a question, my boy two-stepped out the way of that bitch. I asked him a question, my boy did a backflip around that bitch. I asked him a question, he did the splits. Ow! Came right back.
Crazy Legs his cousin.
I believe, because that nigga danced all across his damn town.
That nigga danced his ass off.
That boy said you determined black is based off of skin color, but then turned around and said, well, albinos are black too. Like, come on, bro. You gotta,
it was the way he paused when he said that, well, albinos are. Damn, I'm really finna say this stupid shit.
You destroyed your arguments. That's one of the things, you know. The whole time he up here trying to make y'all be black Africans. Why he white? He literally told y'all he from Morocco. He's a white man.
When he said he was from
Morocco,
Morocco,
pull up that photo
that's why I brought up the Moors. I was like, bro, if you're Moroccan, either your father lied to you, or you know what's going on, and you up here playing games, and you one of them dirty Moors. That helps us in the beginning.
He said, do you know about the Moors? Then he said, oh, here y'all go with this shit.
Like, nigga, well, hey, don't get mad at us. We ain't George Washington. You the one that's out here signing shit with
me. He was like, they finally got me. Here they go.
Like, bro, how in the world you gonna say it gonna make that sound like it's something crazy when the first quote unquote white president
Look at Rashawn.
A letter to the Sultan. Like, it's literally a letter. You can go to government, congress.gov and go find the letter that this dude wrote. Come on now. Like, people are
saying, like, it's the 13 colonies. How you think that shit happened? The Moors, nigga.
What I noticed about all them trying to make it look like we are mixed with white people. And like I said earlier, that's their favorite talking point, is to say that we are mixed with white tea Europeans is the reason why we look how we look. Then goddamn it, every motherfucking nigga in Africa needs to start mixing. Cause I'm tired of you ugly motherfuckers. If we look like we look as a white man, bitch, y'all need to fuck every white man over there then.
But they leaving out. Hold on though, cause they leaving out. They leaving out them 20 and 30 brides that they get them white boys when they come to visit to them villages.
Like I said, they need a goddamn to get the fucking. Cause
who said
tired of a whole land full of ugly motherfuckers. So if goddamn it mixing, goddamn it change how you fucking look, you motherfuckers need to get the fucking.
They mix with them too. When the white boy go to their village, they give him 20 or 30 brides.
They always try to make it look like we the people that's mixed.
I just seen the video.
Talking point that we're mixed, we're white. Then goddamn it, you need to mix with white then, cause goddamn it, if it was the choice between pretty and ugly, bitch, I'm going over here to the pretty side, bitch.
They got whole tribes over there. When you visit them, it's pussy on the house.
Yeah, we know.
I seen a video that was in Africa. These motherfuckers.
Do you mean like on the house?
Hold on, Billy.
Hold on, Billy.
Housing
that they have?
Hold on, Billy. I know you hear me, nigga. Shit. Damn, like, god damn. But I was watching this fucking video and this fucking African, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened, but this fucking video had a fucking goat baby. It was a hybrid ass goat baby. A fucking goat had a baby, and you could tell somebody was, violating the goat. Yeah. Shit was in fucking.
Have you seen the ones that
I've seen it on TikTok, nigga? I was like, yo, what the fuck
ones
is this?
that are born with tree bark all over their body and shit, look like tree bark. Motherfuckers got horns coming out their head. Y'all finna tell me these motherfuckers ain't grafted? I seen another one the other day.
I was asking when he said pussy on the house, I was like, do you mean like on the actual housing that they have or for free? Because they get down in strange ways.
Yeah, probably both of them.
I mean, this is the type of shit that every time I come in on TikTok 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know.
But that's where them diseases be coming from, them people sleeping with them animals, man.
God damn, that's in the arms, on the legs, and the...
Yeah, eating them animals too, though. They still talking about eating monkeys and shit over there.
It is where most STDs come from.
Testicle soup.
I'm just saying, goddamn it. I don't know what's going down, what's been put in the water, but it's some strange motherfucking shit going down in Africa. I don't know if they try to prepare us or what. Shit ain't cool.
Seasoning on your bamboo.
It ain't just the water over there. It's the water over here too.
It's not the water over there. That comes from.
No. Remember, he told us what happened, y'all. He said when you leave out the climate, you evolve and you change. Yeah. We don't even go into the goddamn Africa.
I'm finna take my lineage north because we all finna become Spider-Man in this bitch. Fuck you, mean?
You got to move to Africa, man. If you move to Africa, you might grow an antler, a third leg, a horn, some tree bark on you, anything.
What makes it even wilder is he didn't understand when you was talking about animals being mixed in their DNA because he didn't realize the white tea scientists is the ones that came out and said that the only people that's pure on the planet is us.
That's why I was asking them that.
And they got a whole tribe of people over there with kangaroo feet.
Man, kangaroo feet. I mean, they got a little bit of everything over there, baby. Everything. And I'm telling y'all, up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it ain't no telling what the fuck you'll come across over here on TikTok. I swear to God.
No, that's true. Like I was scrolling and there was one of them balled up. Like you have you ever watched Space Jam and when they balled Michael Jordan up into a ball and then they bounces? I shit you. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm being dead ass. This is serious bills right now. Y'all will only get this once in the blue moon. This nigga looked just like him, but African. He was balled up on the floor and on live. I was like, God damn.
I don't like when they be showing people like that, man. I be like, come on, man. Like, you gonna just try to show
himself. He was on live trying to get him some use.
Man, when they be showing people, with these disabilities, I be like, man, some of them be effing me up. I be like, man, I'm going to sleep.
Because you just trying to get likes and you putting all this shit on. Man, come on now.
I gave a little pretzel fire.
People are grafted. Y'all don't have to believe in grafting, but grafting is real. Them people are grafted.
Facts. Genetic splicing, gene splicing. They try to say folks is clones over here, but nah. Hey, Copper, when you said that thing earlier about all them looking alike, them like the Mexicans and the Chinese. Damn. I was like, that was a gem right there. Like, it makes so much sense.
And all them birth defects, what they call them, is the mess ups in the process.
They go one in the chat right there. Why you mad? He one of those motherfuckers. Goddamn ancestor started off as saliva.
In the science project, you gonna fuck up a whole bunch of times. That's where you get all them birth defects.
Would you say he started off?
The thing is, the birth defects are them just reverting back. See, the sun been burning out that 1P36 in their asses, and it has been very effective. Very, very 48 a day, y'all.
Think about how many concoctions they had to mix up to try to get this right, to make the perfect looking person that can pass without all the imperfections.
I mean, if you have to mix in banana and celery into anything that's not a goddamn salad or smoothie, you're doing some diabolical shit, and it's gonna break apart.
This time he had 3 legs and 7 toes. We got to fix him, man. We got to do it again. He can't look like that.
Somebody was saying like Sasquatch was like the early early
that's their asses.
Like mix up, yeah. It's like, damn, Harry and the Henderson, nigga, Teen Wolf and shit. It's like, damn.
It was like, it didn't work. He started squawking. Quick, hand me the fish. Now he has a tail. Quick, hand me the dog.
The island of Monroe is real.
Wow.
Well, he can stand up straight, but he can't speak. Quick, hand me the monkey.
Hand me that troglodyte right there.
Did somebody say Sasquatch?
Yeah. I said he was one of the early.
He come back and
man, Sasquatch still walking around. You see Sasquatch all the time.
What's up?
Well, listen,
if we get rid of Beak in places like that, you're gonna see Sasquatch everywhere.
Pulled up and said,
that's what European wax was about.
Harry and the Hendersons, mode.
Exactly. What do you want for dinner? All right.
Yeah, extra cheese.
Hey, no fucking. Hey, that shit was funny. I know you fucking did that shit.
That scared the fuck out of you, bro. Something about you walking home from the bar 2 a.m. What the fuck?
Right. Hey, them niggas, they made it strong as hell too, so they probably like, nah, they too strong for us.
Shit, our people was going off the WAR fighting, y'all. They literally gave these things GUN.
That motherfucker look like Black First though.
It could be his grandpappy. I put nothing past him.
Motherfucker need a bonnet.
Eyebrows got eyebrows, bro. I'm done.
Yo.
It look like a drunk picture. They got a Black First.
Just imagine the whole album of that, nigga.
Oh, shit.
This is what y'all get when they get wet. They smell like
fuck. Y'all cutting the fuck off. Y'all off the train.
Damn, bro.
That little dog, he in the window.
That's a $100 cut right there.
And these are the people they trying to tell you. They give y'all hints of who they are.
Yeah, goddamn Sasquatch. They tell you who they
Cousin Ed from the what was the name?
The motherfuckers still roaming in the woods right now to this day though.
What's that? What's it called? The Addams Family. Cousin Ed. They been telling you who the fuck they are.
Ben saying that.
But then y'all trying to make like these people been inventing shit. These motherfuckers work for European wax and these hoes goddamn be fucked up out here. European wax and our motherfucking plasma has done a job for them. Our plasma.
They ain't just been telling us who they are. They've been telling us who we are too.
Yeah, they have.
All the way through the movies, everything, yo. It pisses you off when you start actually realizing and can see it and everything. How much they just play right in your fucking face. To be honest with you.
Yep.
Well, it take you to have the knowledge to go back and see it in the movie. You really don't see it when you don't have the knowledge.
Yeah, this is facts. This is 100% facts.
This shit is still going on today. Motherfuckers like this is being born today. Nigga got a full carpet on his back.
Just think about how many times people watch Roots and didn't see all them scenes of them people and they're telling them they were from America.
Hey, his name is Mink.
Little Mink.
Description. Henry Williams.
Lee.
Look at it from
the watch his back with a carpet cleaner. What you say?
What the hell? They gonna never not be funny.
A real silverback. That's a real silverback, y'all.
Yeah.
Every time I see one in here, I'm call him Mink now, nigga.
They still trying to make an upright man, ain't they?
Mo said shake his ass to the car wash.
They said we about to baptize you in the name of Jesus and get all this shit off your back.
That nigga's some nerves.
God damn.
That shit. Look at the hair though. Look at the hair. Now, I believe in evolution now.
You go up to where it's cold, you get spider genetics.
No. I don't believe in evolution for us. I believe in evolution for them.
Yeah, I believe
evolution is clippers, nigga. It's evolution. They stop doing that shit, they gonna revert right back to normal.
Don't forget nip and tuck is look right there. Nip and tuck.
I rebuke ye, Satan.
If we start intermingling with them motherfuckers, they'll go back to the animals that they are.
Yes.
That's what I was about to say, Copper. Remember that study they said if you take a pig and you put it back in the wild, their hair grow back.
Yeah, it don't take no time either. They get tusk and everything.
They gonna turn right back to Chewbacca, baby.
Yeah.
This ain't no lie. They want to act like this is just some kind of freak of nature. Yeah, we made this shit from nature. This is why they got all these defects and shit.
It's our fault.
Over there standing like Bill.
It really is.
Them is what you call
our fault.
Hey, Lou, where you at? Come get your great grandpa.
Fucked up trying to make a motherfucking slave and
Exactly what happened out here.
Hey, Lou, come get your grandpappy. That's Count Dracula right there, nigga.
People don't really know what happened. We was out here. We was making slaves to mine the gold and the silver. So we was making these people to go out and do this work underground. And this is where they come from. That's why they tell you they come from the cave. They actually tell you they come from underground because that's where they was putting them in.
You should be watching.
And right now, to this day, in them caves, it's like real bad germs and bacteria and everything that actually makes them retarded and it's like
they say special for the
it makes them crazy, it drives them crazy somehow.
And they really trying to go back.
And it turns them like real pale and everything.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
36.
Oh, little baby.
Right now in the Caucasus caves where like water and stuff and everything, all the animals in there is like real albino.
Hey, Evil Jesus, you see that? That's a Pomeranian Cajun. See that shit?
A Pomeranian Cajun.
That's a Shih Tzu.
Pomeranian Cajun.
That's a Shih Tzu.
This is how you know that they making these things, y'all. If you look at all the different dogs that they have created over the years.
Now you notice like Shih Tzus are like one of the main dogs that be damn talking.
That might be what it is.
They were a science.
And look at that little girl.
Talk about it.
It's just like
They put a a dress on her.
Yeah, this shit might happen.
Hey, nigga, they flat iron her face hair, nigga.
This shit's only happening in certain cases.
But I'm good, bro. Don't worry about me.
Another thing, if they really hated us in general, even quote unquote slavery or whatever that time frame was, they wouldn't have had our women actually nursing their children. If they thought
them motherfuckers know, man. They just want more information, man. They know, man. They know the truth by now. They just need to stop.
This what they mean when they say they are Yorkie. This what they mean when they say they are Yorkie.
Hey, man. This is what I always wonder. Who in the hell gonna subjugate a people and let them take care of their kids? Man, they never sit right with me.
Y'all thought when we came up with that song, "Who let them dogs out?" They was talking about you.
Who let these damn things out, nigga? You know they was talking about their asses, nigga. They had to shave up, didn't know, but we still smell their ass.
Let me off the bed train for just a second. If y'all don't know what 1p36 deletion syndrome is, that's what happened because the literal sun is burning out bits and pieces of their genetics, and it's breaking these people down. So where they're starting to build like forks and spoons and shit now. So if we all was really the same in any type of way, then how do you explain any of this? How do you explain the wolves? How do you explain the damn forks? How do you explain the sporks at that shit?
If we are the same, right? If we are the same, why everybody smell different when they wet? The Africans just smell like shit. The white tea people smell like dogs. We smell like perms. So what the fuck is going on? We don't smell like any of you niggas. Every time a nigga head wet, it smell like a perm. Don't never smell like no dog.
I don't eat a lot of fuck shit, so I don't smell like that. I smell like what I eat.
Oh, so you eating a lot of stinking ass shit, so we know you stinking out here.
I eat a lot of damn fruits and vegetables.
It's like this is a safe space.
No. I know what he on. That woman make you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. She wants you to taste good.
I am what I eat.
I want you to taste good.
I'm talking about when your hair wet. Our hair wet, it don't smell like everybody. These motherfuckers, they got a natural smell to their damn hair. Your hair smell more like a perm type shit. Like your shit ain't gonna come out.
Even in their hair, it's in their whole
smelling like
body.
motherfuckers.
They just naturally
juices and berries.
I'm just talking about from my experience. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, women that I've been with, I ain't never smelt no dog come out their motherfucking head when they wash it, nigga. I'm just saying, smell more like a perm. Got this perm smell.
It smell like
it ain't really a perm though. You see what I'm saying? It just got that hot cone smell. That's all I can explain. I don't know how to explain that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the easiest way to explain it. Niggas smell like wood. White people smell like dog.
Yep. I wish a nigga would.
I don't know what them foreigners be using for perfume in their house, but that shit don't smell good. Well, what the fuck y'all do in y'all fucking houses, man? That shit don't do.
Bullshit.
Y'all notice that they the ones that wear the most perfume out here because they try to coat themselves under that scent, so that what you call it comes out of their skin. I just said it.
Sulfur. It's a sulfur coming out of
their skin. It's what they made from. But yeah, y'all out here telling motherfuckers.
Ones, but you were also the ones in the middle that got tied up, even though you're not malevolent. And you're also in the category of those who did stuff that they shouldn't have done and only thought about themselves. You are in all three categories. We are in all.
Boy, I love being silly.
It'll make you gag when it first hit your nose. It make you gag.
No, cause like it's like a sharp smell, like it cut at your damn nose, bro. It's sharp distinctness, and it's like what?
Like a motherfucker just walk up to you and smack the shit out of you, and you don't know what the fuck happened. Like what the
That's
fuck?
why them weird motherfuckers that smell your motherfucking seat when you left the house. Them niggas is weird.
Mm-hmm.
That shit be crazy, bro. I don't get it. It's like you don't, and you can't ask them. You don't smell it because they don't. No, what do you smell? You smell something? I don't smell anything.
Them niggas literally, they will smell the seat that you sat in. That's how weird they is. They literally, they got their traits still.
Who said something about the Lama Indians being like classified as Native people or something? Who said something about
that's the young man up there.
Where?
No, I said it first, and then he came on in response to that.
How long? How much? You said they just did it a few days ago.
Yeah, they just did it recently, where they, once they started doing that questioning of the native tribes, or something that came out where they're trying to do an executive order or something in regards to the Lumbee tribe, where they're certifying them.
Now, what state is this in? Because I know some in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some. I'll look it up and I'll try to find the article.
Trump signed an executive order to give them federal recognition.
Yeah, the ones in North Carolina and Lumberton, North Carolina, they damn near whitewashed.
Yep, that's who he talking about.
Yeah.
He ain't recognizing the Tulsa Wars.
The thing is, I'm not ashamed. With my test and whatnot, I came out to have a little bit of Lumbee, Cuban, West Indies, Catawba, Blackfoot, you know what I'm saying, Cherokee, and whatnot. They ain't say nothing about no motherfucking Africa, though.
See?
Cuban, West Indian tribes and stuff and everything, yeah.
If you like the deportation, clap your hands. If you like the deportation, clap your hands. If you like the deportation, calling ICE across the nation. If you like the deportation, clap your hands.
Hey, the Lumbee gonna be the only tribe that's federally recognized that acknowledge they got African roots.
That shit really don't sound right.
Really?
Cause if you know them people, it's they, you got some that be trying to act black and stuff, but really though, them motherfuckers be getting drunk and they got real honky-ish.
We know they white people. We know they honky bad, but they acknowledge that they.
Y'all can show you that.
Yeah, they got them like more Irish than anything in them.
The pictures I was looking at actually had the dark skinned melanated individuals, so I did some research on it, but that's what I saw.
It's just from my perspective.
Y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get off. My last day off, so peace and love, y'all. Y'all have a mess up the rest of the night.
You too, sis.
All right.
Hey, them brothers you seen on that Lumbee thing, that's probably the only ones in there.
It's a possibility, bro. You can, like I said.
I talk to them. They say it's a few dark skinned people, but it ain't.
Okay, the avant-garde, okay, all-female army. But listen, brother, listen. I love how you said that. Shout out to my brother Marcellus, the barber. He said an all-female army. Okay, but if you look at our African brothers and sisters, or our African sisters, it's just the cool people. So when it's time to unite, I might have to go link up with the Khalifa, the Californians, all right, or the Khalifas, all right, the Khalifians, they might have to go, call the crew people, or the crew people might have to call. You see how it's working? This is the type of shit that's gonna happen when we ignite. They gonna try to do some bullshit, we gonna already be linked in with the land. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you know how to navigate with the land, if you know how to move with the land, you don't need a GPS system, because your GPS system is what we call your God processing system. I want everybody to put that in the chat group. GPS equals God processing system. And how we process God naturally was through the land. Okay? Now, we did have some people who process God through the stars. All right? And this is why it's very important to link up. All right? Because what if the star people who know how to read the stars, all right, to navigate them on the land? Or needs you to confirm the things in the stars off the land. Okay? So, yes, California was, shout out to California. All right? because it was named after a queen. Okay, let's go back to that real fast. All right, it was named after a queen by the name of Khalifa. Okay. All right, now let's go back. As you can see, it's the same difference. All right, look at all these beautiful sisters right here. All right, how did they bring blacks to America when black Indians were already here in America? All right. Now, I keep telling all you beings, you have to look at the avant-garde. I want everybody to put AVANT space GARDE. Okay? And sometimes the avant-garde always have to be, okay, what we wearing. It could be how we're wearing a thing. Like, look at how they're wearing their hair. Look at the bow that they have around their heads. Okay? Their avant-garde allows me to know that and a part of their culture and a part of their tribe better learn how to do their what? Own hair. Alright? That's what these girls are showing you. Alright? We the ones that do hair. How do I know? Well, they're holding their hair in their hand. Well, they're holding their hair in their hand. The avant-garde is what we call today the advanced guard. And the advanced guard is a representation, okay, of how we show off the fashion, which is the thumbprint of where we come from and the culture that ties, right? And the culture, yeah, it's their real hair. Yeah, for sure, 100% it's their real hair. That's right. Are y'all paying attention? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right. So we as beings, we will not apologize for embracing our culture and acknowledging our history. Okay? We will not apologize for embracing our culture and acknowledging our history. Not want us to do that, and I want us to tap into, you know, because there's a certain pride. Look at the bottom, y'all. Y'all know I can't make this up. Look at the bottom. Look at it. Say autochthons of America. I can't make it up. The autochthons of America. Okay, look that up. All right, we can't be afraid to understand. All right, now indigenous North and South American people. Every inhabited continent in the world has a melanin-rich, all right, autochthon population. Okay, America is no exception. Thank you. I rest my case. I rest my case. I said every inhabited continent in the world. If you believe that, if y'all believe that this is in the chat group, all right? If y'all believe that this is true, I want everybody to put 2 double R's in the chat group. I'm not just talking about America. All right, what up, Chosen for Greatness? What up, my brother, Peace God? All right, if y'all believe that, matter of fact, fuck belief. If you know, you don't need belief for this. Not for this, you don't need no belief. If you know this is, so if I know that this is true, what makes me just better than another, me over here, better than another, highly, okay, enriched, melanated, autochthonous population? Nothing. I better be learning how to unite with the motherfucker, all right, and learn a bartering system so that we can establish, okay, a multitude of multidimensional energy and learn how to create assets and learn how to create. Now we okay, all right. He go to Uichi Native American women, all right, from South Carolina, okay. And I don't like to call them Native American because you know that's, but you know what's going on, all right. Did you know, okay, that most so-called black people are actually the original people of the Americas? Oh, okay. Okay. But they were reclassified colored black by the U.S. Did you know that? Did you know that? Okay. If you didn't know that, you need to know today because the information that's inside of you, that's unlocking inside of you, is going to allow you to access a level of divinity within your culture that is naturally established inside of your DNA. Okay? It's going to allow you to unlock a plethora, okay, of ancient practices, ancient teachings, ancient knowledge. Blood. The information has to come back alive, or it's still alive, but it has to be activated. It's lying dormant inside of our what? Inside of our DNA, our being. Okay. So here we see what the Brazilians was highly melanated. Okay. We see what's going on. Wherever you want to go, the Mayans, wherever you want to go. Okay. In America, we in America, wherever you want to go. We high with it, okay? I'm just saying. Now, when it gets to looking at the Mexico, the biggest kingdom that we have in America. First and foremost, the biggest kingdom that we had in the entire America was Mexico. First and foremost, and you have to know that the Mexicans, okay, the original Mexicans, all right, look like this. That's us. We have so many people who done bust the studies down. All right, Moctezuma was a man of the middle size. Okay, of the man of middling size, thin and like Indians. All right, and like all Indians of that time. All right, what he do, y'all? He was a very dark complexion. He had a very dark complexion. All right, he wore his hair long and had no more than 6. All right. He was black and about an inch long. All right. They're talking about the hair on his chin was very short. All right. He was ambile, though severe disposition, affable, well spoken. But look, and he was gracious. Y'all see that? And he was a gracious being, which made him respected and feared. Do y'all understand where we got our respect from? All right. Do y'all understand where we got the respect from? All right? Do y'all understand where we got our respect from? Our respect came from being generous and kind and gracious. We totally different. We different from a colonizer, somebody who want to divide and conquer. So some of y'all don't even know that you just got the superpower by being kind and generous. And when the more kind and generous that you are, you will have killers that will on your behalf. The more kind and generous that you are, you will have beings that will fight for. I'm just trying to tell you that's the power that we have. It ain't in us to start fights. It's in us to win fights. It ain't in us to start problems. It's in us to create solutions and win. We don't go pick with people. We don't go bully with people. Okay, we are kind people, loving people. And you have to know that deep down in the inside of your soul. Okay, we had great people who served all throughout the land, still to this day. And then you got these other individuals that just come and mess over us. All right, but the truth is, they didn't mess over us. Truth is, okay, they had to go and utilize documentation to get you confused. The truth is, they never did anything to you in reality, but play with documentation. Okay, and documentation beats conversation. Put that in the chat group. Documentation. Okay, so now when somebody's saying, hey, no, I'm an original Indian from the land. Oh, that documentation beating everything you saying, boy. It's documented. So documentation beats conversation. If you say you're an original Indian, okay, out your mouth, but when you go file for a job and you put you black and African American, shut your ass up. Because the document, what you put on the document is going to be much more powerful today than what the hell you said out your mouth you are. I hope I'm hear that. Somebody needed to hear that. Okay? All right, somebody needs to hear documentation beats conversation. All right? Somebody needs to hear that. Because some of y'all still have the power to understand that we was the ones creating documents. We was the ones creating document. We were the one. We had a document. We had a system. We was intelligent. I don't know what y'all thought, but we are so intelligent The shit that they learned was from us. Okay? All right, I just want to show my face. All right, because I swear, I'm telling you right now. All right, the information that's activating inside of our beings is going to take us to another level. All right, and we cannot jump in this thing looking for the enemy. We got to start jumping in this thing looking for the ally. That's just why that's all people, bro. Want to give y'all today. Stop looking for the That's all I want to give y'all today. You out here saying, the enemy. Why you ain't talking about the allies? Oh, what type of nigga is you? You are the enemy. Instead of getting us to look at the enemy, you the enemy then. Because if you want the enemy, you be like, hey, friend. All right, and that's what was about. All right, because Texas or Tejas means what, y'all? Friend. All right, I'm originally from Texas. All right, I'm a native of Texas. Okay, in my family history though, we do have it's crazy, it's weird because in my family history I don't come from Turtle Island. I come from where, y'all? South America and shit. Peru. I come from Peru and shit. You know what I'm saying? I come from Peru. Alright? My last highest incarnation was Kanak. I want everybody to put K-A-N-A-Q. Kanak. Alright? Of the Golden Sun. Alright? And K-A-N-A-Q, Kanak of the Golden Sun simply means that there is nothing without the Golden Sun. Okay, so yes, we did gold, all right, because the gold was the representative money that we used, all right, at the time, all right, to implement power. You know what I mean? So Peru is where I derive from. So that's not Turtle Island, okay? So because Turtle Island is, you know, North America, okay, and Canada predominantly. All right, so South America was not like really known as Turtle. America was known. I'm gonna be quiet. All right, because if you from South America, the military energy, you're a part of it. You know what I'm saying? You are a commander. You are a ruler. You know what I'm saying? You are somebody who comes to establish order. You are a protector. You are, right? So that's a whole nother. All right, yes, but it's the Americas. Yes, but it's the Americas. It's right over here. All right, so let's. All right, so let's. Shout out to everybody that's from here. All right. Now, here, 2. All right. I want everybody to tell me what that cat is to the left. What is that cat over there to the left? Let me know here. Nope, that is not a leopard. Yes, Houston Hayes. It's a jaguar. Okay, it's not a leopard. Jaguar. Okay? It's not a cheetah and it's not a leopard. Okay? You have to know that this was our. Alright? So whenever you see the jaguar is the 3rd biggest cat in the world. Alright? That's the difference. Alright? The difference is you don't have cheetahs over here in America. Alright? The difference is, okay, you don't have lions in America. Okay? You only have our cat, the highest cat was the jaguar. Alright? So you have the 3 biggest cats in the world. You have the lion is one. Okay? You have hybrid. You have the tiger is the 2nd biggest cat, and the 3rd greatest cat in the entire world is the jaguar. Okay, so the jaguar is also known as the panther. Okay, so you got to understand what I'm trying to tell y'all. So when you hear the word Black Panther, or is that the leopard? Is the leopard the panther, or is the jaguar panther? Y'all tell me. Tell me, is it a leopard or is it a jaguar? Tell me. I want to see who knows what's going on. Look that up. No, on the. All right, put our Jaguars, Panthers, or thank you so much, bro. So now y'all really know. All right, now y'all really know that when they came up with the movie Black Panther, okay, that person that represented the Black Panther was really talking about what? Us. Going over there to help them. Y'all don't understand what's going on. All right, because Jaguars, all right, and Jaguars are indigenous to America. So whenever you hear a movie like Black Panther, okay, you have to understand that the Black Panther is originally from America. That's why his brother or his cousin, okay, was upset. Okay? Was upset. Like, nigga, you helping them? His cousin was all right, but they always get that nigga a good rap. They always get it, the nigga, they always say the bad guy's the good guy and the good guy's the bad guy. Not when you understand the dynamic of the land that's speaking. Not when you understand the dynamic of the land that's speaking, you understand that they tried to kill the what? They tried to kill the original representative of the Jaguar. Okay? The Black Panther. Okay? Take over the throne of Africa and then go back and fuck America up. Fuck America over. You sound like a dirty Moor. You sound like a dirty Moor when you do that shit. Okay? Alright, so it's very imperative to understand our cat. Alright, because a lot of us used to have these on, and a lot of people thought they had on leopard or cheetah skin. No, they didn't. There wasn't leopard skin, there wasn't cheetah skin, that was Jaguar. And if you know anything about a panther, it is one of the only cats that can sit at the highest of a tree. It's one of the only cats that goes to the very top of the tree and sleep. That's why it was predominantly had a black hue. Okay? If you shave all of that, the skin off of that Jaguar, you will see nothing but black. Or if, I'm sorry, if you the black skin off of the panther and put a light on it, you will see those Jaguar prints. All right, so it's very imperative to know that too. All right, it's very, very this seems like overcompensation. No, it's not overcompensation. It's just, it's just us being able to understand that we are highly compensated. I don't want to say, we overcompensated. We're highly compensated because remember they play with names and terms regarding documents. All right, so when you look at things like the names, all right, that's why I said we are autochthon American, okay, not Native American. All right, 1492, before Christopher Columbus even came over here, we was autochthon to this geographical location. Okay, then you got Indians, is what they called us. Okay, then you had stop, because you got to understand before we deal with all of that bullshit ass terminology, the slave word was different. The way we use the word slave was different. Okay, and we know a long time ago they had white slaves. Yes, and I ain't talking about us. White slaves of the North. Okay, John Randolph wrote a book. All right, had a great concept, had a great contempt, right, for the white slaves of the North. Okay, and seemed to appreciate the great benefit derived from the division of the North into parties. Said he once in Congress, we do not govern them, the people of the North, by our black slaves, but their own white slaves. Look at that shit. All right, because you have to understand, they're telling you that the slaves are different. Okay, the way that their slaves are and the way that our slaves are two different topics. The way that they utilize the terminology slave and the way that we use the terminology slave, them two different, they don't even fit if you look at how the relationship between the parties are. All right, but I'm just gonna leave that alone because that's not what I want to touch on right now. All right, let's get back to what I was saying. All right, but I do want y'all to know that we do got some fuckery people who did some fuck shit. All right, 1832, they came up with Negro. 1965, they came up with black. All right, 1900, they came back up with Negro again. 1950, they came up with color. All right, all right. Grandiose narratives. All right, what you hear though? Right. All right, 1950, they came up with color. 1970, all right, Afro-American. 1980, black. 1988, black African American. All right, 1999, minority. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? We know damn well that's some bullshit. All right, we know that's some bullshit today. And we are the majority, not the minority. I don't know why you trying to come with that false authority. But we ain't tripping. All right, we ain't tripping. Yep, all them misnomers. So we do know, like I said, that the ancient African kingdom of Mali was known for its wealth and gold. All right, in 900 AD to 1600 AD, we know that Mansa Musa was coming over here to the Mayans, and he got all the maize, all the corn, all the maize. All right, from Mexico. All right, the highest kingdom at that time, okay, was Mexico. And we know that as soon as Mansa Musa pulled up over there in Mexico, the Mayans called him and say, hey, that is Etuea or Eteua. And Eteua means what, y'all? Eteua means the black calabash, okay? The black calabash. What is a calabash again? We know that the black calabash, okay, is a squash. Calabash is squash, all right? But we know that calabashes are also known as what we call today what, y'all? They are also known as bottle gourds, okay? Bottle gourds. In other words, the containers, all right, the fruits can begin to be hollowed out and dried out and be used for containers. So when Mansa Musa pulled up, they say, hey, okay, the Eteua is here. The black gourd is here. Okay, the black calabash is here. The black containers. The man who pulling up with a bunch of containers is here. Okay, he pulling up with the containers. He got the gold. He got shit in these containers. All right. And Mansa Musa highly respected the Mayan Empire, okay? And they bartered. They had a beautiful barter system. This had nothing to do with somebody invading anything or somebody conquering anything, okay? Now, the only difficult things that I find in my studies, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta talk about this because I might need some help with this myself, all right? I might need some help with this myself, tribe. I want to see if somebody can help me with this right now. All right. The only difficult things that I find it hard to find in my studies is that it's hard to find records of. I'm sorry. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this in a little bit. It's hard to find records of what's the dude name? Sorry, I got the book in my notes. It's hard to find records of Mansa Musa going back to Africa with the maize. That's the only thing that I couldn't find in the records, okay? But what we were able to find was that maize, okay, was native to Mexico. That is originated in Mexico, and that's where it came from. And when they got loads of it, that Mansa Musa somehow was the one who sent the fleets out to get loads of it, and in exchange he gave them gold and he gave them bronze, all right, aka metal, all right? And then what began to happen after that? After 1600, the Mayan Empire began to after 1600, the Spanish and the Portugal came in and they took over that. Okay, that's what we began to realize. All right, they took over where? Africa. All right, because I don't want y'all to think I'm talking about America. All right, after the 1600s. The Spain and Portugal went over to Africa, all right, and took some stuff, you know what I'm saying, overtook Africa, all right. So now y'all gotta understand that Africa was overtook. But this is what I want to talk about, okay? All right, I'm gonna tell you the only thing that makes America beautiful. Are y'all listening? We didn't take our own self out. We didn't turn on our own kind. All right, that's the only thing that make America player. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that make America distinct and different is that there was some other niggas that came over here with the foolery, all right, called Europeans, but they weren't white. All right? And that came over here called Europeans, okay, they wouldn't like them niggas from West Africa. The niggas from West Africa, we was cool with them. We were fucking with the niggas from Kenya, from Ghana, from Mali, okay? But these Europeans, these black Romans, all right? These black Romans came over here. Hey, Patterson said the earth speaks. I don't know. I don't subscribe to everything the earth speaks say because I'm not against Africans, bro. I'm not against my people, bro. I'm not against anything that has autochthon. I'm talking about that world, nigga. Just because I don't agree with it, I'm not a divider and a conqueror, bro. And I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying like hating on another. I can never get that shit. I don't understand that. Cause the real guys and goddesses, kings and queens, we unite. We unite. We don't do no dividing and conquering. All right. I didn't know if you heard of him. This sounds familiar. Yeah, I heard of him, but I don't even listen to. I don't even. You know what I'm saying? I don't. The information that I got about this shit and been had about this shit, about corn and all of that shit and maize is from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? I got my information from Mexico. You know what I mean? And believe it or not, a lot of Europeans, Caucasians, all right, have spoken about this, been speaking about this shit for years. And it's on public record. You can just go look on YouTube. There's so many Europeans that have been talking about this maize and how black people was over here before Africa came over for years. Okay? But nevertheless, I'm just saying that I have nothing against my brother. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't fuck with me, fuck him. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, the dividing and conquering shit, that's Asian mentality. Okay? You just trying to cater to just what's going on over here and say fuck everybody else. You can't be a part of the God construct or the divinity of the earth. Because the earth is, the last time I checked, the earth ain't separated. Last time I checked, the earth is whole like a motherfucker. Yeah, it's layers and it's rims and shit. But I'm saying last time I checked, the earth's connected. So, and we're going to be talking about the earth speaking, okay, then the earth got to speak for the entire earth, not just for America. Am I correct? Am I correct? And we're going to be talking about the earth speaking, then the earth got to speak for the entire earth, not just America. Am I correct? Am I correct? Okay? Am I correct? That's all I want to talk about, because I don't give it, niggas don't want to go there with me. I'll bust this shit all the way up. Whoever, all right? Or whatever. If you not promoting unity, nigga, you are a divider and a conqueror. That's all I'm saying. I don't give
Oh, come on.